Hello, hello. I believe everything should be fine for the stream. Season 3 has started on July 4th. It's a celebration day in America, but not here in Europe. So we'll just be racing as soon as possible when the game came out. And today, joining me on the casting couch is Jesse. Jess, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. It's gonna be exciting first race of the season.
Yep, new cars,
New
new
game.
track as well. Yeah, new game. Almost everything is new. Even some of our current drivers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you most excited to see driving here in Tier 2?
Mm, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of new people, so there isn't someone I'm particularly looking out for, but there are some people that have been very promising in preseason practice. So I'm looking forward how they stack up to the rest of the grid.
Yeah, I believe a lot of new people. If we can go through the grid. Fish, not sure who he is. Might have used it a different name of team than in Discord. Chris, we all know and love him. Our racing dad. We got JPEG, one of the newer guys in AlphaTauri. Same for Danilo in the Mercedes. Danilo, his track times. Well, it was in Formula 1 21. They looked promising. I don't know about his chance about the championship, but it's looking good. Even take down trial in accordance. Of course, above him is DNF. Where do you see DNF end up at the end of the season?
At least top 5.
Top 5.
At least.
Safe bet. But yeah, maybe even top 3. Because we have Danilo and timer is not running out. Lights Out, I believe, was a quick guy as well.
Logan is also a good contender this season if he doesn't spin out.
Yeah, it was
which is
the biggest problem for him. Yeah.
Yep.
But we're already jumping into short qualifying. Today's format, of course, is going to be short qualifying, 18 minutes, then followed by a sprint race of about 10 laps, and then, of course, a 50% race. I'll get some people in the chat. Teun, Strijdpraat, Logan, of course, and Frozen Frog. Let us know your predictions in the chat. You can see all the drivers on screen. Who's going to be the first in the wall, and who's going to be the winner? Let us know. Logan really confident with the pole and the win. Not sure about winning, but there might be a pole position in the cards for you with another 200 IQ.
We have to
strat.
believe in him. Come on.
Yeah.
Raining.
Raining in Miami.
It is raining. The first time I'm seeing rain here.
Yeah, everyone's really on the intermediates. Let me get these sorted out. And the UI gone. This new game has not done any good for the broadcasting settings. It's still the same as the 21. Only different graphics. I was hoping to get some new features in broadcasting mode. Maybe some more information about the weather, for example. The weather forecast. Because currently I have no clue if it's going to be a dry race or a wet race, or if it's going to be dry at the end of qualifying whatsoever.
Yeah, they could have added a bit more, so you had a bit more details to see what the race is gonna look like. But it is what it is.
It is EA, that's what it is. But yeah, of course we're in Miami. We can take a look at the new grid because we've got loads of time to see who's going to be there. First out boss Gap. He's joining Chris in the McLaren. Our duo of the staff team.
We have both Aston Martins right behind him. Smooth Criminal and Sora. We all know Sora, but Smooth Criminal is new.
Yeah,
So,
Smooth Criminal. I haven't seen him a lot in the Discord chat as of yet, but luckily he is racing, so we'll see what he can do out on track.
I think his Discord name is different. So, yeah, that's probably why you haven't seen him.
Maybe as well. And behind him is an Alpha Tauri. It is the Alpha Tauri of J-Back. Already mentioned him. And joining him is Lights Out. A bit further back.
Then behind J-Back we have DNF.
He made a transfer to Williams, back to the old roots. Joining Peter Penalty. As
Gab is now starting his lap.
let's jump on board with him.
George gets some 5-place script penalty. Oh, that's rough.
How did he do that? Did he collide with someone?
Yeah, he landed with fish. I don't think anyone has done wet weather practice in this tracking, so it's new for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, our time trial practice is in clear weather. Well, probably most of the practice. I don't see anyone practicing rain in time trials. Looks like Gab is just taking his time through all the corners. He's wanting to set a time. Not just a fast time, just an a time to start on.
Looking pretty steady though.
Of course, a purple sector 2. And because he's the first one to set a time.
Here he goes over the line. It's gonna be a 37.5. It's not that bad in wet weather, I think. Sora 38.3.
Yeah, it is.
See what DNF does.
It is a lot slower, but of course we don't really know what times are gonna be. Or DNF did invalidate his lap.
Yeah.
Smooth Criminals right behind him. He did not invalidate, and he's gonna go to a 52.
Also been a few mistakes there.
Yes. Next was J-Back.
He invalidated.
Yeah. Invalidated
Next
as well.
up is Tita. Oh, it's in his outlap, never mind. Then Nino is next. It's like a
Crossing the line.
P3 for him. Yeah.
38.3. Looks like Gab did set a pretty fast blistering lap. Danilo even got purple sector 3. Maybe a few mistakes in the earlier sectors. Lights out in
Lights out.
AlphaTauri.
P4. Chris P5, but yeah, he had a spin.
Spin.
Turn
And
one.
1 minute 50 and spin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks decent.
Tigo goes to P3.
.3 still.
Gap so far is a pretty good pace.
Yeah, we got 3 drivers in the 38.3s. And then it's probably drivers with it that did make a few mistakes. Fish still in the pit lane, save for Peter penalty. And there's DNF. Half a second faster.
37.0. I'm interested to see what. Ooh, J-Back crashing out in the last turn.
Oh, that must have hurt. Can we see something? Using Dutch Fast camera. Looks like he missed his braking points. Locking up. Oh, and there goes Dutchful.
I'm interested to see what Logan is gonna do in this weather. It's just about to start his lap now.
I've been a bit interrupted in the last couple of corners by Dodgeful. Okay, the penalty did start his out lap. Gap is flashing the soft tires.
Yeah, I think it's a bit early for that. Maybe at the end of the session, but
Yeah, the
Definitely
ring
not
has
right
stopped by the looks of it.
Logan, purple sector 1.
So far so good for the Scotsman. Back in Alfa Romeo, like last season. He lost the most difficult part of the track. Really tight, uphill. And the rail, of course, easily to spin. You can take a lot of curves, but it unsettles the car.
This sector's gonna be
Bad exit.
not a purple.
Not purple.
As Pins went P2 and Pentito went P3, and I think we completely missed that.
Yeah, we did. We're looking at Logan. Hopefully one of the championship contenders. Would be nice to see Logan up there. After he's been...
Hoshi,
whoa,
P1.
whoa, whoa.
So that's a quick lap. 1.2 seconds quicker.
In release. And Logan 36.7. Looks like the track is clearing up really quickly.
Hoshi, what a lap.
35.8. 9 tenths faster than Logan. And
DRS
there is the
enabled.
DRS.
Hoshi spun.
Back on track. And there's an Alpine spinning just before starting his next lap. Oh, he was in a hot lap, of course, invalidated. Tycho going second. Helped by the DRS being enabled, probably. Next is gonna be was on an outlap. It is a gap. Also on an outlap.
Oh, there are some issues. I don't know if wait. There was some contact between Tycho and an Alpine.
George.
Tycho's not gonna be happy with that.
Nope. Only in P2. Now she's getting crashed. It is just a few days after the release of Formula 122. We did expect some, well, maybe lobby issues on game release, but so far it has been looking good.
I only had one crash myself, so it's not bad at all.
That's actually quite good.
Yeah.
I mean, there was someone in Discord that did let's game crash all the time. We had to get the same issue in 21. Never really fixed. Sora is on an outlap in the softs. It is spun out.
Yeah, probably picked bit exit because tires were too full. Oh wait, no, it was the last one.
It's at the beginning of his lap. He's gonna continue.
I'm just blind, don't worry.
Oh, his outlap was still... No, it was not. No, Hoshi just joined us again. 7 minutes on the clock.
I think it is ready for soft. Looks pretty dry. Yeah,
there's
35.2.
DNF starting his outlap in soft as well.
Gap to be strong.
Yeah, it's looking pretty decent so far by the looks of practice guns.
More drivers starting to show the soft tires now.
Yeah, Sora having no issues with DRS. the next part of the track. You can take wider lines. More grip on the soft tires. Oh, he's aborting his lap. Not sure why. Might be using another lap for warming up his tires. Gonna be next to cross the line. Is it Chris? It is Chris. 1 minute 50 so far.
He's improving by 13 seconds, so. P5. That's a good lap.
It is a good lap.
Yeah.
It is still on the intermediates. But he is up there. P5, so no one else improves.
Oh, no,
there
Chris.
it goes.
Oh. Luckily, his tires are still
Front
on.
wing damage. And continue. Oh, but causing a massive collision with Sora. Sora retiring from the session.
No.
That's gonna be looked at by the stewards at the end of the race. We have some debris on track as well.
DNF is on his first lap on the soft tires. He had a purple sector one.
1.8 seconds faster. Right now he's on par with Gap on the intermediate tires.
They're gonna gain lots of time in sector 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already visually quite a bit faster.
Yeah, the track looks a lot drier as well. 3.6 seconds.
Yeah.
1.8 seconds gained in sector 2. Of course, in front of him also on a flying lap, one of the Alfa Romeos and an Alpine. Alpine is in the pit. Oh, what about DNF? 32.3. Purple
Yeah,
all
it's
around.
definitely time for the softs.
Yep.
But will we have enough time to go back into the pits and do any other lap? I think he does.
Yeah.
Logan just started his lap on soft. Another purple. So, but he has 2 seconds. So yeah, he aborted it.
Yeah, he is. Behind the gap in third gear. Might be burning some fuel. I have not seen... Oh, lights out! Damn! 31.8. Half a second faster than the DNF.
Nice lap.
He's a lap in AlphaTauri. Everyone else on soft tires, except for Chris. He's going to chase it. Yep, there it is.
Max.
Who's Max?
Penalty. What?
Who's Max? He joined later and I not see...
Wait, yeah, he's a, yeah. There were 18 people when we started.
DNF another purple lap so far. 30.6.
I have no idea who Max is. Gab is in the flying lap as well.
Yep, currently P3, but a 35.2. It's on the still on the intermediates. Oh, and
Purple
can't see
sector
time.
1.
Damn.
Gab.
With the penalty setting a time of 30.9. 3 tenths behind his teammates. Probably where most people expect to pay the penalty to be. Fish heading into P4. Finn's 5
also
fish.
a penalty.
Okay.
Wow,
Yeah, it's
lots of people getting penalties.
busy on track. Only 2 people are in the pit lane. And we got both.
Logan doesn't have enough time to set another lap.
Oh, he fucked it. By
Yeah.
not looking at the timer. 1 minute
This
left.
is gonna be
He's
some
gonna try
lovely
it.
gap. He's improving 5 seconds already. It's gonna be a 1:29.
1:29.4. First to dive below the 1 minute 30 mark. There's still a lot of fast drivers out on track. It's still a minute left. Move Criminal 29.7. Next is gonna be DNF. Where's he gonna end up? It's slower. He might have done another cooldown lap. Satisfying
he's
it
starting
right
his
now.
lap now.
Yeah. Digo also below the 30 minute mark.
Smooth Criminal as well. P2.
29.7. Next is gonna be an Alpine. Yeah, in front of him. I believe it's the next guy. Is that P2? Oh, P3 for
P3.
George Unides. I don't know even how to pronounce his name, but just call him George.
Yeah. I didn't even want to try to pronounce that.
But time is over. People are still in a hot lap. With the penalties out. Danilo setting P3. Checkered flag. So, I don't know what Gap has done, but 29.4. Time to beat.
The knife is on the lap. I think he's close.
Oh, Hoshi. 4 tenths faster. Chris going faster. And
I think the knife might be
as well.
P2 or P3 here. P2.
Ooh,
Yeah,
P2.
that's a good lap.
It's a good lap. Not good enough for P1. Where is Tigo? There is Tigo crossing the line and not going faster. That's slower than before.
George is still on the lap.
Fish diving into the pit lane. George in P6. Oh no, he's a lot slower. He won't make it. Which was in the pit lane. Next up is lights out, not going faster. Only George on a flying lap. He's going to cross the line in a few turns. Only one left. He's in the pit lane. Results again for the qualifying.
George just finished sector 1 for me. And he's in the pits on your screen. Issues.
Okay, we do have issues. Luckily, it's for the spectator and not for the drivers. At least I hope so. It does explain why everyone has a checkered flag behind their name, but AI probably is probably that around. There it is. This is new. The results again for qualifying. Hoshi taking pole position. 3 tenths faster than DNF and P2. Ahead of Gap. I don't know what Gap has done, what he has eaten. What he has done with Adam when he was there. I'm
Maybe
guessing,
some
they
spinach.
say, but... and Smooth Criminal, Danilo, P5, George in P6, Tigo, P7, Vince, Petita, Chris. Peter Penalty in P11. Slow times. The gap between P1 and P10, 1.4 seconds. And of course, J-Back.
But Chris in P10, that's pretty good compared to last season.
He was really struggling in time trials during the 5 laps, I believe. And well, P10 is a decent result. He was he was asking about If they're free as soon as possible, so I can join them. But right now it's just some
I
midfield in P2.
Oh, it's raining in the race as well, or at least in the sprint, and this is full wet.
This is gonna be interesting. Racing in the
Yeah.
rain in Miami. We already saw a few mistakes made by.
But yeah,
drivers.
Nathan, I agree. Chris Beaton, that's amazing. But we already saw in the practice sessions he was way quicker than the last game. But what? I haven't seen. Oh wait, still enters? That looked so wet.
There is standing water out on track, so it might just be visual, but I would say it's full wet tires.
Yeah.
Detail. Not once. Epic. Well, she's not taking his time warming up his tires. He's miles ahead of
Maybe once the
DNF.
race probably thought the race started.
Might be it as well. Oh, gap and smooth. Touch control.
This call.
Then I got by.
Yeah, I think we have to do something about Max being there.
Yeah, not sure how we joined.
Maybe he joined someone of his friends list that's in the race.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't affect anyone's race.
He is in P15. So he won't be intervening with the top of the field.
I think it's a better idea to do if only for the next lobby and so on.
Yeah. Something to note for the staff team.
Well, it's the first time we're gonna see the manual grips for the. Wait, yeah. George Ionides is desynced on my screen. He's like 15 meters in front of P1.
It's gonna fight as well. J-back. Well, but we got 5 lights. 2, 3, 4, 5 in an instant. And they are turning off. Oh, good start for the Mercedes. Danilo. Up into P4 already. Hoshi taking the lead. Oh, nope. Turning into Smooth Criminal.
Oh.
Not sure what happened there. 3 people going white. And we got yellows all over. Logan already 5-second penalty for the fair collision with Winfrieda. It's safety car out on track.
Yeah,
J-back,
that's exactly
wasn't
what
it?
I thought. Yeah, George has desynced with everyone. He was like flying in the air over someone else.
Nope. Okay. Many people getting. Okay.
Okay, that was
That's interesting. I can already see some people typing in chat. But we lost Vince. Vince's game crashed. J-back lost it in before the first turn even.
J-back said he got crushed out by Max.
In the leaving session he was affected in the game. Many people got damage. I think it counted about 5 people with front wing damage. And what about the penalty situation? Smooth criminal on the drive-through. Ai. He must have spat on the safety car. Another 5-second penalty for Logan, already at 15 after 1 lap. So he might even be close to disqualification if he gets even more penalties, 10 penalties. 5 seconds for Danilo. And 5 seconds for DNF. Bokares for Lights Out and for Sora.
But so far, this is an eventful start to the sprint.
Yeah, I hope it won't be this much of a chaos in the main race.
Yeah.
Because that would mean you might not see any of the short qualifying of Tier 1. That safety car is looking good. The Mercedes, the wet Mercedes. Oh wow. P10 to P17 was in the pit lane.
Yeah, J-back, we cannot kick Max during the race, so we cannot do anything really here.
Nope. It will be looked at after the event probably. But with the safety car out on track, we can take a look at the position changes. Of the goal at Chaos in turn 1.
Big gain 9 places. That's a lot. Along with Dodgeful, 8 places gained.
Dodgeful in the points as of yet. And Logan getting 5 places. George and Tigo losing 7 and 9 places.
Yeah, on my screen, George is P15, so definitely something wrong there.
Yep.
But what can you expect?
Yeah.
It's Code Masters.
But Chris gaining 3 places in that Chaos, bringing P7 behind his teammate. Gap losing 3 places. Qualifying, but I don't know, he might have almost crashed into the guys in front of him. With Criminal and Hoshi into each other. And of the 10 laps we have during the sprint race, already 3 done, 2 behind the safety car. And Oscar and Max, and we've still got some catching up to do. Hopefully they join before the end of Sector 2. Oh, nice, there's Max leaving the session. In the Mercedes in P2, doing wonders so far. And kept telling me in Discord, Max is friends with Danilo and J-Beck. He's one of their gang. He was in P17 and he left, so say I will be driving. And will be ghosted. We won't see any issues with him again. Still 11 seconds behind Tigo. Who knows if the AI can catch up as soon as possible, so we're going to race as soon as possible again. Get at least more than half of the race.
Who's that going into the wall? That was Hoshi. It's front wing damage.
Oh yeah. The right end
same
plate.
as Leclerc.
Yeah.
Let's see if he has the same pace as Leclerc.
He's back again. Unfortunately, he did DNF.
I just restarted the game and it's all good now. So.
Oh, Logan and Dodge were
Logan
retired from the
retiring.
session. Drive-through penalty for George as well.
Yeah, Logan spun out of
Sora
line
standing
corner.
still. Okay, and another bit of chaos behind the safety car. What is happening in first race here?
Well, a lot's happening. You could say that.
Really asking on George in the pit lane, wanting to get rid of the drive-through penalty, but it's not possible on the safety car. Max, it is AI still. Want to know in the Discord, Miami about going exactly how everyone thought it would. Well, yeah, lots of wing damage. Lots of penalties handed out by the game as well.
I think we haven't had a single lap of normal racing yet.
Nope. Immediately at lap 1, safety car out. And then last lap.
Still under safety car now.
Yep. And still no message for safety car in this lap.
Oh, there.
Oh, one of the Red Bulls almost hitting the wall, one of the tires. And it was a Red Bull fish. Behind the team with Hoshi in P3. Ginat in P4, so still out there running in the top 5.
Criminal needs to win.
Yeah, he still got
just,
a drive-through. So, and we're racing already back again. Sora with false lap and Stigo the false lap. Smooth Criminal. It's Hoshi on the inside of Smooth Criminal taking the lead. Out
Lots
of
more
the first couple of
traction.
turns. Yeah, lots more. But missing front end plate is doing wonders for Hoshi. Same as this for Leclerc. But hopefully Hoshi won't end up in P4 after a bad rutje gehad bij Ferrari. And opposite one for the Hoshi. And a lot going on at the back. George still with a drive-through. Smooth still with a drive-through. Smooth will be at the end of the pack with his drive-through. That's Sora taking a look on the inside of George. Struggling. Oh, and almost 3 wide. People wide into the tight part of the track.
Yeah, you do not want to go side by side in the chicane.
It just doesn't
That
fit.
is,
Pick up on a bit too high for that as well. Oh, and that's Winfrieda. Ghosted in this reverse. Closing out. And even more overtaking. Dani overtaking Smooth Criminal. Ooh. Oversteer stamp by Smooth. Can DNF. Oh, and of course, Smooth into the pit lane. Taking his drive-through penalty. DNF in P3. Where is Smooth gonna end up? Maybe P8. It's gonna be behind Igo. Yeah, basically at the back. And Hoshi. Altogether 1.3 seconds ahead of Dani though.
it's leading the way.
Dani now DNF. Ready for P2 and there's a big gap to fish already. 3.6 seconds.
It's a
Forward.
P7, that's pretty good.
We've got that 5-second penalty that will be added at the end of the race. Same for DNF and Danilo. So currently Gap is already out for a podium in the first race of season 3.
How exactly will points be given on the sprint? Is it like 1 to 8? Or?
Yeah, it's the same as IRL. So 8 points for P1
Yeah.
and then 7 for P2 for 1. So they did change it this season as well. So there is actually something to fight for. Big chunk of points in P1. Actually, another faster lap. Danilo taking an even faster lap. He is closing in the gap a tiny bit. But no DRS, it won't be. What's happening to George? Or George in the pit lane, first traffic penalty. JBack won't be able to race next session. Yeah.
Staying
Oh, yeah,
close
there's
to Danilo.
Yes.
Yeah,
Williams.
just struggling to overtake fish.
Someone lost the front wing. Another safety car on track.
Another safety car.
Oh, it was Hoshi losing the rest of his front wing. Probably touching the wall with his front left.
Oh no. I know there's not a lot of impact with damage to the screen, but losing your entire wing probably will be some impact.
Yep. Especially in the rain. You need it, especially in this part of the track, to turn into the chicane. As quickly as possible.
Yeah, JBack, if you can't race the 50% race, you can just leave the session.
Now so there another opportunity to look at position changes. Fish currently in P4, overtaking 10 places, and with the 5 seconds penalty for Danilo and DNF on virtually P2. When the safety car bunches everyone up. Hoshi is not going into the pit lane. Because he might be gambling on a finish behind the safety car.
Yeah, or maybe just one lap behind the safety car, 1 or 2 laps.
Yeah, he will be at the back of the grid either way. If he's pitting, he will be there. If he's not gonna pit, he will lose out. Maybe if it's gonna be for 1 lap, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 positions.
Yeah.
It's worth taking the risk. Didn't figure out the last to catch up really. Because Max and George are just way too far behind. And we do have a new feature in this game during safety cars. It is the immersive or broadcast option. Yeah. Biggest difference
But
is.
the thing is, if you enable the broadcast option, the AI won't heat up your tires. So they will stay at like 70 degrees for sleeps.
Really? Wow.
But yeah. It's a big trade-off. Do you want cinematic or do you want nice tires? That wasn't really thought through by both masters.
Of course, on this lap. Maybe 2 laps for Hoshi to try and still within the points. It's going to be at least the 8. Let's see what he's gonna do at the end of his lap. He's not diving into
There
the
he
pit lane.
goes. DNF was sleeping. Gap. Gap lost a lot of places. Yeah, he spun.
Choking at the end of the sprint race. Danino with a front wing is marginally faster into the high speed corners and the medium speeds in sector 1. And the first opportunity to overtake will be at the end of this left-hander.
Probably gonna try it here.
Yeah, Hoshi can turn in.
He's still there. He gets a better exit. Probably less drag as well.
Yeah. It's not the Red Bull powertrain, so all cars are unequal. But Danino is...
Is he gonna die? Yes.
Yeah, he's leaving loads of room for Hoshi to dive back into. Danino needs to be just a bit more aggressive to get it done.
Oh, do you really want to do this?
No. Touching each other. Hoshi jumping the curb even. And he's not backing out, and there it is. And not a better exit for Danino as well.
DNF is also right behind Hoshi.
Lights out, retired from the session. Dumping, and Hoshi diving on the inside, but still a bit later on the brakes for Danino. And where are they? There they are, DNF. Also looking at fancy an overtake.
Yeah, as it stands, Hoshi is still gonna win because of the penalty.
Another reason why he did not go into the pit lane. He doesn't need to fight these guys on track for track position. He needs to stay within that 5-second window. But Fish is still good at 8 seconds. And 5, he's closing in the gap.
As it stands, Fish is on the podium.
Yeah, same for Pintita by the looks of it. Hoshi still fighting. Without a front wing even. In the rain.
Yeah.
He must be driving the full traction control.
Will DNF gain from this or not? Oh, he has to go so slow right there.
They're standing still in the Mercedes. Causing a yellowish at the end of sector 2.
Oh no! No.
Hoshi
Hoshi's
taking the risk, and he's out.
Yeah, he got a bit of contact from the left by Del Nino. Surely gonna be a ticket right there.
Yep, because it would have been a the race win for Hoshi, but it is Fish taking the win. It is a Red Bull, a different Red Bull than expected, and Pintita up into P2. And at the end of this sprint race, and Danino DNF still top 5.
Chris got a 5-second time penalty right there at the end and just missed the points.
P9 for Gap, P5 for Peter, these are the results. Smooth Criminal and Sora, P6 and 7 for Aston Martin. Indeed, it is a Red Bull win, full caps in chat. And Fish, of course, taking drive of the day, deserved. Gained like 14 places, 15?
It doesn't show you.
Oh, that's just the results for the weekend in total.
Apparently no one said a lap.
Yeah. No one said the fastest lap, okay. You of course can take a look at that at the end of the race, at the end of the event. Oh, there it is.
Oh, you have to go to a result sprint.
Yeah, and then it's just the best laps. But it's Smooth Criminal, Sora, and then it's Tigo, Gap, and Max. I don't know, it's P10, Chris in P11, George, P12, P13 for Winfrida, Hoshi in P14 after he retired without a front wing. It's Loudside Dodge for Logan, Vince, and J-Back, 5 DNFs. Voor de sprint race. Next up is gonna be the main race, 50% around Miami. And it is gonna be 26 laps? I don't know.
Yeah, 29 laps. Oh. Wait. Why am I in a car?
Did you join but not click on spectate button?
No, I had to rejoin. But
Yeah.
yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go into the pits again. Gonna let my AI drive till the end because I'm not comfortable with keyboard.
Oh yeah, that's horrible in the rain. It's just full throttle once you press the key. Let data on again.
Can I go into the pits immediately or only on the first lap?
I don't know. Maybe some people disqualified.
Oh no, yeah, I know. If you go into the pits information, you just get teleported back on the track.
There are some people calling for everyone to be careful heading into turn 1. And it's gonna be extra careful into turn 1 as we are on full wets this time. Not sure for how long. Mr. Game does not show us spectators the weather forecast. I don't think it's so far, but I'm expecting a lot at the end of the night. Luckily we gained a few stewards before we start season 3. Duck, Hot White, and Don joining it, Nathan as well. You, yes, were already there for a few races.
Yeah, I'm just at the back chilling.
Yeah. And this qualification, the penalty, fish, Sora. I don't know what people are getting disqualified in the formation lab. Just
I have no idea how
so
to
close.
turn. How do I turn? What's the button to turn?
WASD, right?
No, like A is set on throttle.
Oh, what?
It's it's comma and period.
Okay.
Nice. And brake is Z.
Ah, I can see why they did that. It's a weird combination, but yeah. Alpha Racing League, new here. Welcome to the stream. If you want to join the races next week, maybe even already, be sure to check out the description. Join the Discord using the link in there. And say hi to all the drivers. Not sure what we are still waiting for. There it is. 5 lights turning on, one by one. They're on, all of them. 5. And they're off. Briefly, everyone was ghosted, but we are on our way. Everyone got out so far. No major crashes in this time around. At least not for the top drivers. What about Tigo? Tigo is falling down. Bunched up a bit, sandwiched by some drivers. And going
AI
on.
is ghosted, right?
Yeah, should be. And just up into
Because he's,
P16.
yeah.
Chris having a bad start, losing 5 places. Pita losing a place to Danino. With a penalty up into P3 ahead of his teammate who lost 2 places. Now in P5, Fish in P4. Really a big gap between the first 2 drivers and the rest of the field. Tigo trying to overtake Sora. And not gonna happen. It's busy out there.
Oh,
on
my
track.
AI is not ghosted.
It's not.
No.
Yep. There should be lots of that rumors.
Well, it just almost crashed an Alpine.
Nice. And yellow sector 2, that's for Dodgefall, I believe. And Chris, Dodgefall and Chris. Spinning out. And it's a bad race for Chris. Some 10 places. No damage for Dodgefall. And Chris. Well, DNF is looking out inside of Fish, but Fish can break a bit later and still ahead of him. Headed into lap 2. 3. Oh, yellow sector 3.
Yeah, that's probably me.
Yeah. No, spinning in the pit lane. Nice. There you are. Hoshi. Into P6. He's having a decent recovery race so far. Gaining 6 places.
My AI didn't really affect anyone.
Nice to see. Some Dutch flat back racing each other.
DNF and Hoshi fighting.
DNF in the Red Bull sandwich. He needs to get ahead of Fish as soon as possible if he wants to get to his teammates. Only driving for the podium.
Contact between Lights Out and George. Oh, another bit of contact.
Hard racing against Logan right behind them, overtaking George. Not sure if it's gonna be rain all the race, Jay, as broadcasters do not have the option to, and it's Fish spinning out. Let me get him really quickly, 16, 17. Oh, and DNF losing some places as well. Might have touched each other. Okay, so drive to the penalty, speeding. Adding a bit more salt into the wounds.
Let's see if anyone will go into the pits. Probably not.
Well, Jay, no idea if it's gonna be
Or she
raining on
goes
the
into
race.
the pits.
Oh, she is. And
Might have done it.
yeah, I think it got damaged. Even saw no front end plate at the guy.
Yeah, that's a new wing.
Yeah.
They finally fixed it. Remember in the last game when you were spectating and the front wing was changed, that the front wing just stayed there the entire time.
Yeah, they just placed on there again.
Yeah. Now it's actually gone.
Yeah, 4 people decided to enter into the pit lane.
Who spun? Who spun? It was George.
George not having a great time on blue tires. Back into P17 where he started. And everyone is still on the full wets. Max ignoring yellow flags. 5-second penalty for him. And he is ghosted.
Yeah, that's his AI.
Yeah. Oh, that's Dodge for retiring. Losing it on a traction. Into the wall.
No safety car though. I think we've seen enough of those. Oh, never mind, you spoke to some virtual safety car.
Special safety car to get Dutch police car moved away.
Chris, another drive-through.
He needs to work on safety car periods. There's 2 drive-thrus in 1 race. You just want to see that every week again. So far his team and Gap is running in a decent place. P8 behind Tigo and DNF. It's a bit farther up to DNF, 3 seconds.
Well, Chris is going into the pits, but I don't think he can serve the drive-through right now.
Nope, not in a virtual safety car.
No, he's gonna go get new tires.
Machine pit lane as well. Another front wing change. Fish drive through penalty. It's a sad day for Red Bull.
Yeah, they were looking so good at the start.
P16, P18, J-back. Passing penalty ignoring yellow flag. About the penalties. 5 seconds J-back and I have max. Oh, it's J-back ace I have, of course. He needed to go.
DNF in a fight with 2 Aston Martins. A little bit of contact.
We got a large train as Tigo, Gap and Light Saturday there as well. There's no DRS in these situations. It's all about engine power and battery usage. And it's Sora behind Smooth Criminal. Take a look on the outside. Heading into lap 5 of the Miami race, and it's Dutch Cody leaving the session. Tiring.
Yeah, he's gonna gain here.
Ooh, diving on the inside as both Sora and Smooth Criminal went wide. That's a bit of a track for DNF. Hopefully no track limit warnings for him.
DNF up to P4. Ooh, there's a lot of fighting between the 2 Astons.
I need some team orders to not crash into each other. I want to see them do an Alpha Tauri synchronized spin. Even falling down behind Tigo, and currently Gap is even looking to overtake the Aston Martin. And we got pressure from behind by lights out. On the sandwich 3 wide. Oh, that's late braking from Sora, and that's even heading into his teammates. Might have taken the revenge for what he did before. That's gonna be a ticket. I'm sure it's gonna be. Because Sora got damage as well. Parts on the ground. Yellow sector 1, that's for one of the Red Bulls. Fish is standing still. You can continue, but it's risk that's gonna be good within. It's out on the inside of Sora. Is Sora gonna keep it clean this time around? Yeah, he needs to, because he's diving into the pit lane for the new front wing. Let's see where Sora's gonna end up. He might fall down behind George into P16. And Gap can't keep up with the pace of Smooth Criminal again. Free air for the Aston Martin. No teammates to get step
caught
on.
up to Peter now. Peter. Let's see if there's gonna be any team orders in that team as opposed to Aston Martin. I think that's a 3-second time penalty. Tida's
losing it, spinning it. There,
Safety
yeah,
car.
there's his car. Probably the understeer or just braking a bit too late. And diving nose first into the wall.
That's another safety car.
Yep, we're gonna be late for tier 1.
Yeah. Only a little bit.
Which don't coming back again, but it really matters because he's in P15. And what about the position changes? Because it's 2 Williams on the podium right now. Get a penalty in DNF. And Grab gaining 4 places up into P5. And that is the race for Lights Out, Logan and Finch. Gaining loads of positions. Same for J-Buck, but he's in the AI. He will be disqualified from the results. Logan in the pit lane.
Yeah, you might as well. Only gonna lose the position, so why not?
Yep. Oh, he needs a front wing.
Then he's gonna lose 2 positions. I think.
Fence is with him in the
more.
pits as well. Yeah, a lot more. Going down behind Sora. No, wait.
Oh,
In the mix.
that's an interesting pit exit.
Ah. Indita, his controller just disconnected. That's why he went straight to the wall.
Oh, that's
I thought it was a null place to crash into the wall. But, yeah. Bad day for controllers. Again to get everyone bunched up.
Yeah.
He's still got a drive through penalty.
I just think he hasn't had the time to serve yet because of the safety car, unfortunate safety car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, luckily it doesn't disqualify you after 3 laps in that situation.
Does let you fall down far behind everyone else. We need to do it right after the safety car.
Yeah, lights out. Oh, yeah, lights out and Sora in the pits.
Yeah, that's good. Almost in the back of Lights Out. Any surprises so far from looking at the leaderboard right now?
Well, most of the people I didn't really know what their pace was, but I knew Danilo was quick. I had no idea what Smooth Criminal was gonna do, so it's a surprise him being P4. Yeah, it's a bit unlucky for Hoshi what happened in the sprint. That's why he's also so far down again. But for the rest, there's definitely a huge surprise for you.
I'm quite glad to see Peter Penalty out there in P2.
Yeah, definitely. The Williams boys are doing amazing.
And we might fancy a We won in constructor championship right now. It's really early in the race. Oh, George retiring. Here, maybe we can get a glimpse. Yeah. Okay, George, car's going. Is ready.
But Gap, also a nice surprise in P5.
And if I already said, Gap made the biggest improvement from
yeah,
1 to 22.
He's just naturally way quicker in this game than last game.
Yeah, as if these cars just suit Gap somehow. And I think you are saying for whetting on the game for is a bit too loud. I hope it's better right now. Logan up into P10, gaining 6 places. Well, not as he predicted, but he did not get the pole, but he can still get the race win. It'll take a lot of effort for him to do that.
I think it will still be a factor in the race. It's in the top 5. I see him moving up a few positions from the P10. But the people in front of him are also quite quick, like Tigo and Max and Jabek aren't driving, of course, so 3-2 positions.
OGRKOE is in this lap. You can see them all, well, not all of them. Most of them weaving. Temperature in the tires.
There he goes. Sleeping.
Wow. What a lead already by Dani now. 2.8 seconds, 2.9 seconds. What happened to Peter Penalty in DNF? Sleeping in the first in the Discord chat, maybe even having a bit of camera action on. I don't know what they're doing. Well, it's 3.9 seconds, 4 seconds already for Dani now. As Gap is overtaking Smooth Criminal. Smooth Criminal even losing a place to Tigo as he's overtaking on the outside. Oh, Smooth Criminal is not backing off. Logan diving back to P9. As he's driving in the AIs.
P7. He's now behind his teammate.
Behind Tigo, ahead of the AIs in P7.
DNF ahead of Peter.
Don't know when that happened to DNF and Peter. Might see a replay of that. But DNF is ahead of his teammate and he got a big gap of 4.5 seconds to get to Dani now.
See an overtake on Peter. Just parked the car there, Peter.
Oh, Smooth Criminal almost losing his car into the wall. Like a decent exit for Gap.
See if he can do something here.
Peter defending on the inside.
Maybe?
Nope. Gonna try a different line. Peter is almost losing it on the traction. Bad exit for him. If Gap can't capitulate on it. Still a lot of time to go. Two Alpha Tauris in the back fighting each other. Lights out to P8. 3-second time penalty for track limit warnings. And with 17 laps to go, and what is the fastest lap? 43. We lose out most of the short qualifying of tier 1. It's not that bad. Oh, he just needs to go a bit earlier. He gets
Yeah.
back into the pit lane.
Probably gonna go in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna be Nathan hosting Tier 1 lobby. Make sure to join him. Add him on Steam. What happened? Oh yeah, Sora in P16.
Logan overtook Tigo. For P6.
Yeah, I completely missed that as well. Let me get the interval back on and the penalties. So far a lot less
Oh,
penalties.
Logan hit the wall. Does he have damage? No.
No. Not gap, looking for another one on Peter. This time he's a bit closer at the end of the straight, but good defending by the Williams driver. And more pressure from behind by Smooth Criminal. And the Logan even. Yellow set 3 for Winfrieda, standing still into the wall. He can continue. No virtual safety car this time around.
Tigo overtaken by Lights Out.
Ooh, Tigo is struggling in these conditions.
Yeah, he's really struggling.
A bit of oversteering.
Logan overtook Smooth Criminal as well. We missed that as well. Now up to P5.
And for me, the game audio is something really weird. Not sure if it's the same on stream, but it's. Oh, Sora retiring. I don't.
It's safety car.
What the
again.
hell? Again, another safety car. It's like Season 2 against 1 Abu Dhabi all over again for Tier 2.
Yeah. I think if this stays for the Tier 1 race as well, maybe we can look into putting safety car reduced.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the car is already gone from Sora, so why not
Yeah.
a safety car for this? It's. Oh yeah.
Well, let's see if anyone's gonna bid. Don't think so, but might be some gamblers.
And
Nino's gonna bid, yeah.
yes? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yes.
DNF staying out. Peter as well. Looks like everyone's staying out except Danino.
How old are the tires? For Dan, it was about, I don't know, 12 laps, I think. Looking at the others. Oh, many people are joining Daniel in the pit lane. But P1 to P7 stayed out.
I think I'm gonna set up everything for my race.
Right, cool. Yeah, so thank you for joining me in Tier 2. We got 23
no
laps in total.
problemo. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll see you in Tier 1 in
Yeah.
2 minutes. Good luck.
Thank you.
It was Jesse leaving the session as well. We've got 16 laps to go. Still not even halfway to for the 50% race in Miami. Yes, Tier 1 is expected to start in about 9 minutes officially. We already knew it was gonna be tight with the sprint race, but I mean, short qualifying. The most interesting part is always the end, the results. So yeah, losing the first 15 minutes wasn't that bad. What's with 2 races in the rain and a lot of safety cars, it schedule is a bit shit. Probably losing the most of short qualifying, if not all of it. Maybe even the first few laps of the sprint race. But again, the sprint race, last laps are gonna be the most interesting because it's gonna be all about the results. But of course, yeah, lap 1 would be nice to see as well. And Chris loves to catch up. He is about 2 seconds behind everyone. So we can expect safety car in this lap by the end of sector 2. Logan, smooth criminal, overtook me on the safety car. Well, usually it's not allowed, and I hoped the safety car overtaking on the safety car bug was gonna be patched in some way in the new game, but yeah, tickets can always be made, and the stewards will handle it. Yeah, any incident you want to report, just make a ticket about it, and Dutch will look into it. There it is, first car in this lap. So to DNF to decide the pace. He was sleeping at the last virtual over the last restart. Right now he is the one making the call, and Peter needs to stay awake, be focused. Same for Gab. When is DNF going on throttle? There he is. Decent Gap, and Logan smooth criminal side by side. Ooh, Logan taking a lot of speed on to start finish on the outside of smooth criminal. Is he gonna take a different line to smooth criminal? He is taking a bit of a wider line. Ooh, sliding over the curbs. Almost losing. He can catch the car just in time before Lights Out overtakes him. Look again on the inside of smooth criminal, and this time he takes it. And now it's all about closing the gap to P3, the Williams. Danino losing the car, spinning it down to P15. With 14 laps to go, it's gonna take a long time for him to get back to the podium. I'd expect him to be up there at the end. But I do expect Gap to be there. Decent race so far. Close to pay the penalty, but not close enough to overtake him. Standing water all over the track. Not really a clean line so far. DNF already 2 seconds ahead. Yeah, spare the penalty is bunching up everyone behind him until, well, yeah, basically was about to say Chris, but Chris loses it. He can continue. Crossing the yellow flag. People joining us, but it's the wrong lobby. You need to add Nathan. Pigo overtaking Fish. Something. Ooh, an oversteer snap from Fish. Some standing water. Ready for the last points. In P10. Oh, Logan's struggling in these conditions. Got no front wing. Crossing a yellow flag, and it's Hoshi once again losing his front wing. Or is that Logan's? Yeah, that was Logan his front wing. Hoshi in Ghost can continue. No safety car or virtual safety car, but he's overtaken by Danny now. In the meantime, yeah, Logan's struggling with no front wing. He can't really steer in. But it's Vince overtaking him. Well, not just yet. No front wing, less drag, more top speed. So it's Logan again back to P5. And the lights out together with Vince putting pressure on Logan. Still a long road ahead of Logan before he gets into the pit lane. And he needs to, because otherwise he's going to lose a lot of time. Not like there's one last lap. I don't know, 3-second time penalty for direct limits. Gap and Peter Penalty still fighting for P2. Gap closer than he was. Putting pressure on the Williams driver. His teammate DNF comfortably ahead, 3.7 seconds. Losing a bit out of the first couple of turns. Peter Penalty heading a bit wide, tighter line from Gap. Heading into the first long throttle, full throttle part of the track. Smooth criminal close to Gap to... Oh, and small love tap by Gap, spinning out Peter Penalty. That's not how you want to overtake someone, but he did so. No penalty as well awarded by the game. But Peter Penalty down into P7. Must be raging in the voice chat. And it's 6.3 seconds for DNF out in front, and it's one big train. From Gap all the way to J back, and Gap even losing P2. Oh, Hoshi retiring from the session. Another safety car. Fourth safety car on track, and still 12 laps to go. Hoshi leaving the session as well. I don't really understand why, and is McLaren still standing still as well, Chris? Not spinning on safety car, he was standing still. But oh well. Another safety car. 5-second time penalty for OGRKOE, ignoring yellow flags. Some people are joining Logan in the pit lane. It's Vince again. No front wing change for Vince. Fourth safety car. Well, I hope it's not going to be the same for Tier 1. Yeah, because otherwise it's going to be a long, long night. Already got a few tickets in. And out of, well, 9 television drivers, as Jesse was not supposed to be there. We got 5 drivers DNFing so far. Could have been a lot more. Because spinning out a few times. Down in no spawn. Luckily they could continue. And after 18 laps and 4 safety cars, it's, well, maybe as expected. DNF up into P1 and Smooth Criminal in P2, P3 for Gap. Gap and Lights Out got a decent race now. 6 and 9 places gained. The penalty back to P5. Who's streaming Tier 1? Asked by Arsank. Well, I hope we can dive back into Tier 1 as soon as possible. We might miss the short qualifying. We are probably going to miss the short qualifying. But I hope I can be there before the start of sprint qualifying. But the main race, 50% race, will be streamed all the way. Unless something, unless we got like another 5 safety cars in front of us. Hopefully won't be happening. Might give a Chris to catch up and hopefully we can get racing back as soon as possible at the end of this lap, hopefully. Gonna be 9 laps left to race. We can do maybe because wrong buttons. Oh, 1 minute 45, 9 laps. Gonna be about 15 minutes. Yeah. Right now we will miss the first couple of laps of the sprint qualifying. If anyone from Tier 1 is still watching and is still not in the lobby, be there as soon as possible because it's 3 minutes late already. Not sure if they started the short qualifying. Alright, we got a safety car news message and it's up to DNF again to take out the pace again and get a good enough gap. Be comfortable in the lead. Sector 3 yellow already. It's Logan spinning out, I think. No damage. I don't know. Let's see what's happening in behind DNF. Fish overtaking Tigo. It's an Alfa Romeo heading wide. It is Tigo heading wide. Logan spinning in the pit lane. 5 seconds. Probably did have some damage. Already 1.4 seconds for DNF. Tigo into P9. Danny now back into the points. P10. Well, not that difficult with 5 DNFs. Tigo into P7. He got Fish in front of him in the Red Bull. Danny now overtaking the AI of J-Back. And Max already placed back into P12. Danny now overtaking. Ooh, it's on the outside. A small bit of contact between Tigo and Danino. Tigo can continue but losing a bit of time and almost losing all the positions to J-Back, Max, Vince behind him. Is again a drive-through penalty or still a drive-through penalty. That sucks. Especially at the end of the lap and already got 2. Danino picking up the pace to get ahead of Fish and making it almost 3 wide. And the penalty is not fast enough for him to the penalty does not have the traction out of the turn to stay ahead of Danino. And now back into P5. It's about 5 paces gained in 1 lap. Vince overtaking both the AIs. And good recovery race from the Mercedes driver. And the gap is still 1.4 seconds in front. Move Criminal is in the close vicinity to gap in the McLaren. His teammate Sora DNF'd. Logan behind Chris. Long road ahead to even get close to well, Chris or even Winfrieda in Mercedes. Right now it's 2.1 seconds gap in the Smooth Criminal. Really close up there to the McLaren into the tight chicane, jumping over the curbs. Now it's all about the exits. Onto the straights. Flashing lights because it's raining. The drivers in front of them want to see what's happening. Yellow for not sure who, it's Winfrieda. Standing still at the end of the chicane, and Smooth Criminal still a bit too far to take a look on the inside of Gap and overtake him. Maybe he can try something in. I think at the turn 1, it's another 5 seconds for Max and DNF taking fastest lap. 2.7 seconds. Smooth Criminal can, by the looks of it, easily keep up with the McLaren, and lights out, still 1.2 seconds behind. Has not been close to close to an overtake opportunity. And there is Smooth Criminal. This time around he is close enough, but Gap does not back down. No love taps between these two drivers, spinning someone out. It's hard and clean racing. Oh, just as I say, they both touch each other. They don't spin each other out, so they can continue. It's hard racing, but fair. It is gonna be discussed, but it's up to you. You have taken 3 seconds in track limit penalties. Still not used to him getting the track limits while he is just out in front, so far ahead. No need to take those risks. 4.9 seconds because Gap and Smooth Criminal are fighting. Smooth Criminal still not alongside Gap into the turn. And he needs to try it again. Lights out. Close the gap. And he took Danino with him. The Gap is fighting with 3 drivers behind him. 2 of them got a time penalty, so less of a threat, and paid the penalty. Still 1.6 seconds behind Danino in the Williams spot in P6. Ahead of Fish, and it's lights out ahead of Smooth Criminal. When it's Logan retiring from session and in the tight chicane. And another deep fucking safety car. Yep, we need to look into these safety car settings. This is just annoying. So, what's DNF gonna do? He can get into the pit lane with this kind of gap in front of him. Yep, and there is Logan as usual, crying after his spun. Yeah, it's Miami, full wets. New game, new track, new car. It's all part of the steep learning curve. At least for racing in the rain. If you want a steep learning curve, you should try some other simulator games like Assetto Corsa Competizione. iRacing, well, iRacing is a monthly subscription. Maybe there's some people from getting the game. But this more of a simulator than the Formula 1 games. And of course, Assetto Corsa Competizione is more of a GT3 and GT4 simulator than a well, racing simulator. the old Assetto Corsa. Did have a lot of Steam Workshop cars in there, so you could have driven Formula 1 cars. It's a lot different than this game. Nice to see Sora and George. Ioannidis in the Discord already talking about the race and some of the battles they had. Okay, George and the DNF. Same for Sora. And we got Logan, Hoshi, Sora, George, Pintita and Dodge for retiring from the session. Only 30 people left and well, the best case to gain some points. With only 13 drivers out there on track. Stotsville would say a perfect opportunity to gain his first points in official season. Yeah. You first have to finish. And it's difficult in these conditions to even stay on track. Especially when fighting with other drivers. Coming back to other racing games. Mario Kart is a decent simulator as well. Especially with the power-ups, the shells. And then the bananas and the blue shells and the rockets. You might fancy an Mario Kart, the Racing League. It'd be quite fun to do that. Oh, and for the first time here in the Miami Grand Prix, the harbor in the track is actually full of water right now. Instead of, yeah, was it acrylic? I don't know. Looked cool at from the helicopter view, but a bit closer. And from Sora in the Discord, you apparently don't get a delta anymore when a safety car comes out on track, and you suddenly need to stop just to not get a penalty because of it. I have not gotten a safety car while I was racing in this game, but if that's the case, it's pretty darn shit. Nice, cool. Safety car is in this lap. Okay, and it's officially tire from session. Just not braking, or I don't know. He was at the back of the grid and suddenly, with no front wing, stalling across the screen with the retirement message. So we are going to continue the race once it's green at DNF. Steps on throttle. Gap's up close. He's focused. A bit of a gap to the lights out in Alpha Tauri. We are racing again, and gap is right up there with DNF. Not close enough for an overtake into turn 1. But he is close enough to keep up with DNF and do it in the first couple of turns. Because otherwise DNF will just go ahead and get another gap going from about 4 seconds. Move Kimmel and Finch fighting each other. Tigo joining the mix with the AIs. And this camera doesn't really show anything. And there's Smooth Grimmel behind Finch and also fighting with Pay the Penalty. And in the meantime, Danino overtaking Lights Out. Finch close to Pay the Penalty. Looking on the inside, but Pay the Penalty is defending the inside on the straight. But top speed and battery. Oh, Smooth Criminal using the ball to get around. Things on the inside of Smooth Criminal. That's where you want to be. You want to be in the inside of pay the penalty to gain a place. And ooh, it's overture snaps from Smooth Criminal. He can catch the car, but it does mean Tycho will be up there. In this tight part of the track, overtaking is really difficult. And Chris up into P9, back into the points. Good to see him there, as his teammate is in P2, fighting with DNF. Well, maybe not really fighting, just hoping for DNF to make a mistake, as he's just a tiny bit quicker on the race pace so far. A lot of pressure from behind by Danino. Danino looking like one of the quickest drivers in Tier 2. And 2 laps left, and short qualifying is almost over for Tier 1, I think. Well, just a bit more than 2 laps left. 2 after this one. And Gap is losing time to DNF. 1.6 seconds. Danino. 0.5 seconds. Vince and Peter Penalty are still battling. Vince even closer to Peter Penalty than he was before. But oh! Might have made some contact with Peter as he drops down to P7 behind. Smooth Criminal in the Aston Martin. As Smooth Criminal is close to Peter Penalty. And the end of the straight can take a look on the inside. He's alongside, and he's alongside significantly to the corner, but of course, with the nature of these turns, Peter Penalty back on the inside. Yeah, side by side into the tight part of the track. Smooth is the first to be into the corner. Peter Penalty cutting the track. And Vince mixing up as well. And 3 wide heading into the exit of the turn. What about the traction? Who went out better? Yellow for Winfrieda again. And it looks like Smooth was better on exits. Peter Penalty looks on the inside of Vince again to overtake him. But losing 2 places, and Tycho behind him. Well, DNF takes fastest lap, 43.2. And Vince again on the inside of Smooth Criminal. Oh, and in the meantime, Danino and Gap fighting for P2 and P3. Looks like Danino got the better of Gap. Of course, Gap no track limit penalty so far, so he's probably leading the race virtually. And looks like the fight between Smooth Criminal, Vince Foreman and Peter Penalty is stabilizing. Still loads of pressure from behind for Peter Penalty. Again, Tycho and Kirklis got the time penalties. Peter is feeling a bit better. Oh, bit of rubber banding for Danino, and Gap almost heading into the wall. Braking a bit too late. And we will have 1 lap left after this one, and currently Gap is out of sight for the win. 3.2 seconds as he's fighting with Danino. Won't be happy about that, but still on the podium as of yet. Oh, Danino losing it. Almost. He's at least slope out of the corner. Danino back in front of him. Yep, Vince 1.3 seconds behind Smooth Criminal. He backed out of that fight again. As we have entered the last lap of round 1 for Tier 2 here in Miami. Rain in qualifying, rain in the sprint race, rain in the main race. 50%, 29 laps, and right now DNF in front of everyone. track. Still loads of fighting between Dino and Gap. And Gap on the outside. Dino defending the inside. And heading into the tight part of the track. It is still Dino ahead of Gap. Don't expect any heroics from Gap because, well, yeah, 3 seconds of time penalties accumulated by Dino. Yep, Gap already backing off just a tiny bit. No need to take any more risk, but who is taking some risk is Smooth Criminal. Want to overtake Lights Out on track instead of at the end of the race. In the results. Lights Out will even lose positions to Vincent Peter. But it is DNF taking his first win and the lead in Season 3 in Tier 2. In the Williams, ahead of Gap in the McLaren, and that's Dino with the Mercedes in P3. And after all the penalties, it is Smooth Criminal in P4, ahead of Finch and Peter Penalty in P6. Booyah, as DNF said in the Discord chat. GG's. The guy of the day is J-Back, but he was AI. Well done by the game, I guess. Biased, I would say. It's DNF. Congratulations on the win. As it's loading, there he is. Already made a game character, I believe. I don't know, not sure. Celebrating the podium. First place. Crew is happy. Decent points as well with Peter Penalty up there. In, what was it? P6 or P7? That concludes Tier 2 for tonight. Next week we will be back for another race. Here are all the results, but I want to see the race results. Oh shit. Fucked it. I don't know what happened. Might have pressed enter a bit too quick. Can't go back, but we can see the final results once they come out in the next few days. Of course, we got a lot of tickets to look at. Already got a few. And we need to get back to Tier 1. Yep, let me join Nathan as he is the one hosting Tier 1. Where is he, my friend? There he is. Join the game. And we are just in time for the qualifying result for sprint qualifying. It is Newman and Antonio in P1 ahead of turn D. And then Rafa, Big Chef, Yes, Noah, Nathan, 610, Maxette. Maxette. What? Film P5. Still some people on the out laps. What we got? Perfect timing. It's turn day going even faster. Not sure who is still on a fast lap. So I'll just have to wait for the final results screen showing up. Dutch heeft helemaal in de pit lane. Dus we've got 1 minute left remaining for the session to end. Oh, nope, there it is. Thank you for that. It is turn day, taking pole position with a 127.8. It is dry out there. And it is new man in the Ferrari. One of our new guys. Taking P2 and Jesse taking P3. And it's Rafa, Big Chef, Josh, 610. This is Phil, Noah, Nathan, Maxet, Flatred, Mr. Fister, Gloomy, Dom, Kyoko, Romek, White, and Jordy Pitch. Rounding out the leaderboards. And there is Peter Penalty joining me for tier 1. But before jumping to the sprint, how was your race, Peter? No? Silence? Hello darkness, my old friend. He's probably taking a shit. What's...
Hello?
Hey, yep, there we are. Peter, I was asking you, how was your race in tier 2?
Yeah, I was grabbing a bit of water. So my race, better than expected. That's for sure. I have no experience, and the experience that I had was horrible with this new game. The car is so different. I'm used to driving without traction control, but apparently I can't do that in this game. So yeah. Opted to switch back to medium, and apparently that kept me on the track for the whole 39 laps that were driven. So had a little bit of issues here and there. Well, you must have probably seen some of it.
Yep. One point in P2, but the end was lots less successful.
Yeah, I think I ended P6 or something.
P6, P7. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, if I was second, I got spun and I got back on 7th, and two drivers pit before me. Mm-hmm. So I only lost 3 positions, so it could have been way worse, honestly, if you think about it. The safety car was just not only a few laps in, only. So a lot were very close.
Yeah, it was quite interesting to see, both the sprint and the main race in the rain as well. A lot of chaos, especially in turn 1, at the start of the sprint.
Mm-hmm. It happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Audio is fine, by the way.
Cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or I was asking you.
Oh, no, I believe it's cool.
Your
Like
audio is fine, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I mean, post-edit, every bit of sound can be adjusted.
Mm-hmm. But damn. Do you know what the weather forecast is?
No. No one knows.
Okay.
As a spectator.
It looks like it's dry out there, at least. But damn, this is a very good track, though. It's very difficult in the rain, as you might have seen.
Mm-hmm.
My setup was very bad. Very bad.
Yeah, did you...
It wasn't... no grip, in especially sector 1 and then the left-hander to the left.
Did you even
Horrible.
get a wet setup for the race?
No, I don't know.
Ah, okay.
Maybe my microphone should be a little bit quieter.
Alright, let me get it sorted out. We are waiting for the lights to turn on. There they are.
Yeah, test 1, 2, 3.
Should be
Yeah, way
better
better.
high def for everyone, and Tunde is still in AI mode, I believe. As he is ghosted, so it's Newman taking the lead. And that's, I believe, Jesse spun out by I don't know who. By Rafa, I believe, as he got a 5-second penalty for that as well. But it does mean Phil back in P2, but still a big gap to Newman. 8 seconds already. Big Chef Josh. 6:10. Wow, okay, he got a decent run, taking 2 places. Mr. Fister P7 for getting 7 places up to P5.
Yeah, absolutely. Turn D. What happened to him? He's on P13.
Yep, he's in a
keeps
AI, I
dropping.
believe.
Oh yeah, he's ghosted. So I guess he's not here then.
Yep,
So I think Newman spun in the front. Yeah, he is around.
Yep. Newman is gone, so it's Big Chef in the lead. Now it's 6:10 in the lead. On the soft tires, a bit more grip ahead of Phil. What happened to Phil as he got overtaken by 2 guys in just a few turns? Nathan and Newman's fighting right now. And a long train forming on the straights. With 6:10 leading it. More grip on the soft tires. So an advantage in the first couple of laps, but they will drop off. And the medium tires will be the better tire to be on. No, the tire strategy as well. But it's only a sprint race. So mediums will go to the end. Not sure about the soft tire.
Yeah. But somehow we have 2 Alpines in this race.
Yeah, Finch joined by accident. One of the spectators. What after that?
Well, mad start for Mr. Fister as well.
Ooh,
Getting 8
Dom
places.
losing it. He can continue. His car's still driving. Yep. Mr. Fister getting 8 places. Up to P4. And McLaren. His teammate turned into P16. Thanks to the AI. But Mr. Fister losing a position
Dom
to
is left.
Nathan. Yeah, Dom left the session. Might have gotten some connection issues. And Newman losing another spot, this time to Rafa and the Mercedes. In yellow in sector 2. It's for either Gloomy or Walter White, or maybe even for both. Because they're dropping a lot of places, flat red. Into P9. That's a tight battle for P1. 610, Big Chef and Phil.
Phil gained 4 places. That's also a very nice start. Same goes for Nathan. Gained 5 positions. Started on 9th, now in 4th. And the first penalty is already in. 5 seconds for Rafa, probably due to contact.
Yep, he touched Jess in the first lap. Spinning him out. Really back to P8 for the Alfa Romeo driver. Yellow sector 1.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of
Ferrari.
collisions.
Jordy Pitch. Dropping down.
Yeah, Rafa got 5 seconds for severe collisions with Jesse in the lead, yeah. Already multiple track limits for Noah. He's on 2. Needs a black and white flag for him, 1 more. And it's 3 seconds for him.
Yeah, 610 Big Chef and Phil were fighting, so Nathan could catch up using DRS as well. Oh, it's a 4-way battle. Mr. Fister close behind them.
It's so
1.7
close, and
seconds.
DRS is gonna turn on now.
Yep. There
Or
it
it's
is.
not.
The
Oh,
gearing
it
open.
is.
Yeah, it's late on this straight. And loads more
Big
speed
Chef
for Big
of
Chef
taking
with the
the
rear
lead.
wing open.
Yeah. So there are 4 cars within a
Ooh,
second.
Phil on the inside of 610,
other.
overtaking Big Chef. Currently now in P2. Nathan might even try to catch 610 as well. Heading into turn 1. And it's right on the outside. Oh, the collision between the 4 drivers. The 4 drivers. Phil, Nathan, 610. Big Chef missing it as well. Big
and that's
Chef.
the leader who got the most damage and is now 9th. 8th now, because Nathan as well.
dropped down
with
the
him
most.
spinning.
Back to P9. Phil
So-
at 610 can continue. But what about the damage?
16 is
No
1.5
damage to Phil.
seconds.
And Mr.
Yeah,
Fisker.
this is such a weird corner. Especially to fight with 4 people there. It's been on a new track as well. Yeah. Might have been doomed from the start.
I mean, knowing it's a new track, you should just be a bit cautious. Yellow flag for another AlphaTauri. I believe it's for Walter White.
Tell that to everyone.
Well, that collision out to Josh, Big Chef. 3 second time penalty, corner cutting.
Yeah. So not Noah, but Big Chef, the first one. I think he didn't even get a warning, by the way. I think it was just the one.
Yeah, it was just corner cutting.
Probably cut the
Not
chicane.
for multiple warnings. Ooh, McLaren, Mr.
I see the
Fisker
track limits.
getting white.
Yeah, corner cutting. He probably just cut the chicane.
Yeah.
I believe DNF in tier 2 race got the same. Punished for going wide.
And halfway through, I went another yellow for Nathan spinning out. Down into P14. Yep, 14 it's gonna be. It was quite a big gap to P15 to 18.
Looks like Dam has returned and is now driving again himself.
And Phil already got a decent lead out in lap 5. Almost done in lap 5. 1.8 seconds ahead of 610 on the soft tires.
Of course, after the incident, the gap between Phil and 610 was already 1.5 seconds. It looked like 610 probably had a worse situation than Phil. And Phil just comfortably in the lead. So Rafa overtook Mr. Fister off the camera, I believe.
What? No? Maxette overtook Rafa. Rafa
okay.
was driving in P3. Yellow sector 3, another AlphaTauri. It's gloomy this time. AlphaTauri is struggling somehow in these conditions, the dry conditions. And that's what White retired from session. Not sure what happened as the car just is moving.
Yeah, he has no damage. Not that I saw.
And in the meantime, Jess overtaking Mr. Fister. Yes, the gap between Rafa and Maxette is still about 0.3 of a second.
Well now onto corner cut warnings as well.
Yeah, that's what White leaving session do. Well, he's 2.2 seconds ahead, so he can be a bit more laid back heading into the last 3 laps.
Mr. Fist overtaking Jesse. Jesse dropping back, and that probably means he spun. Oh, he did indeed.
He is in P9. No points for him, as it's gonna be P1 to P8 that will get points awarded. It's gonna be 8 points for P1, 7 for P2, and so on. Yeah, Maxet and Rafa are catching 6-10 ahead.
Yes is missing his left front end plate. So probably gonna struggle a little bit more. Also has no ERS.
No ERS after 7 laps? Wow.
But it looks like multiple drivers had that issue, as the leaders both don't have that much left either. 610 is on 18, Maxet on 16, Veil is on a more comfortable 32.
What about Rafa? How many does he have?
Rafa is 12 now. 9, 8, 7.
That's about
He's
the same
using
for,
it on the straight, so.
Yeah. About the same for these 3 drivers, but Maxet got a bit more top speed and can take a look on the inside of 610. As he's ahead of him, heading into lap 8 out of 10.
Very good pace for Maxet.
Yep.
Was rooting for him last year, but it looks like he adapted to the new game very decently then.
8 laps so far, and last season the issue with Maxet was spinning out sometimes. Just taking a bit of a risk and not driving on some consistent pace. But after 8 laps, he's looking decent in the Williams.
Oh, of course. My D does not work anymore.
Nice. That's what she said. Rafa has a loads more speed than 610 and almost crashing into the back of him. Take a look on the inside. Both got DRS. Late braking. Nope. 610 can brake a bit later. Over the curbs for Rafa. And backing off. And now he got some pressure behind from Mr. Fister in the McLaren.
Yeah. That sector requires so much respect for the other driver, as it is so easy to squeeze the other one into the wall. Didn't look like anything if that happens.
It looks like Walter White had some game issues. That's why he retired and left the race. Well, that does not deter us from having a decent performance right in front of our eyes. Phil, 2.8 seconds, still managing the lead comfortably ahead of Maxet, 610 and Rafa and Mr. Vister. As Gloomy is overtaking Yoko, yes, overtaking Newman. Because Newman spun.
Recovery drive.
Front wing gone. Or end plate gone. Yeah, here's the recovery for yes, indeed. And Rafa is losing some time to 610. Even losing a position to Mr. Vister. No DRS for the Mercedes. And now even Big Chef has closed the gap.
He's really close now. Bit of curbstone, chicane. And then he exits. But the Red Bull is in his gearbox as well. Are we going to see a double overtake here?
Yes, defending.
The overspeed is not enough.
Not enough. No EGS left, so not gonna be about the exits. Actually, I'll just had a decent exit out of the that part of the track, the last chicane.
Yeah,
it's not enough. Big Chef is trying to overtake Rafa, heading into more of a heavy braking zone.
Yeah, both drivers have basically no ERS left. Battery is almost completely drained. Sitting around percent of 16. Now we basically have to say, oh, that's yellow. That is Romek? Yeah, Romek. Has, I think, some front wing damage. Yeah, missing his left front end plate.
So we're heading into the tight part of the track for one last time. All gonna be about traction heading out of this corner.
They're so close to each other. 4 drivers. 5 even.
Yep, all got the guys except for Maxette.
It does not look like anyone has the power left to pull the overtake here. So they have to deal with the position they have.
Yep, but as usual, Phil taking a win currently. 8 points
not
for
the win yet.
Nope, he did win the sprint, so he gets AP1 behind his name. I'm taking 8 points, 2.1 seconds ahead of Maxette, ahead of 610, closing out the podium. And that's Mr. Fister, Big Chef, Vladret, because Rava got time penalties, and it's Jessup back to P8. Decent recovery race for him. Newman sadly down into P9 as Nathan rounds out the top 10. It's gonna be Noah. He was promoted, now showing off his pace in Tier 1. 11 right now.
Let's go, team achievement.
Maxette, driver of the day.
Well done, well done.
There are the results. Where we were left Gloomy in P12, Ryoko in the Mercedes ahead of Dom Romek, Jory Pitch, then Dave, Vince Vollman, and Walt White.
I've heard
DNFing.
a few people ask why the Steam icon is there, but that is because crossplay is gonna be implemented.
Yeah.
So it should also say the PlayStation icon for people that do a PlayStation, Xbox, etc.
Yeah, small
So,
tease from
that is why.
from the developers. Don't know why they are showing it right now. No use, but okay.
Well, lazy coders. Oh, looks like it's raining.
Ah, no. We got like 5 safety cars in Tier 2.
Yeah, that was rather annoying, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Especially because some people pitted, so it took a long time before everyone catched up in the safety car, but didn't went in
yeah,
into the pit lane again.
so stupid that they boxed. DNF was about to do it, and I said, "Don't you fucking do it, mate! Look at your tire wear." So easy. We at the end we were like at 40% or something. So I don't know.
It's not even that bad.
No, it was not that bad. And of course, because it's wet tires, you were allowed to finish the race on one compound.
Nope.
So it looks like it's gonna be Inters. It's also not looking like there's any standing water, so that explains why. Let's hope it's gonna be a little bit of more spicy weather than the Tier 2 race. And that hopefully we are in fact going to see a bit of dry. Gotta spice the strategies up as well. Because of course we want to see more than just Phil driving away.
I mean, Phil wants to see himself driving away to get...
Probably only one guy that wants that.
Yeah.
And that's Phil himself. Well, the start is gonna be tricky now.
It looks
Curious
like
to see if Maxette and 610 maybe can throw their noses in and see if they can take over the lead.
It looks like it is not rain. Oh, it's a bit of rain, but not.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's not that much.
No, I was hoping for.
In some angles, it looks like it's less, and then you look at the bridge part, and then it looks like it's raining hard. It's, nice graphics.
Yeah. I was hoping for maybe wet to dry days.
Yeah.
Spice the strategies up a bit, but not sure about that.
Look at how the tire tracks disappear into. Oh, that's so bad. What is that? I don't know if you saw what I was talking about.
Yeah.
But with the shot from above, they just slowly started to disappear. Like they were rendered out.
Yeah. Might as well just look for the setting that does that and turn it off.
I don't know what you have the graphics on, but probably not on low, so
No.
could have expected a little bit more than
I
that.
think it got. Oh, what?
Oh,
Oh, he filled the.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
He overshot.
Many people did. Nice. But yeah,
If
we're
that would
waiting.
happen in real life, what would happen? And do you have to be rolled back?
No,
Or-
you can't after at the end of an information lab. So
you'll just get disqualified then.
Yeah,
if you
you'll
miss.
get a penalty for infringements. Information lab infringements. I believe.
Yeah.
Latifi got that in Baku.
Yeah, but he was rolled back.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of the same. It's
Ah,
not being in your
yeah.
designated grid. I believe. That's the reason why it would be.
Yeah,
Mm,
no idea
different.
what we're waiting on, but it seemed like this was the same in tier 2. We're waiting for nothing.
Somehow Chris joined in the car. And Vince is still in the car as well. Oh, migrating host, someone left. I believe that's what we are waiting on.
I think it was Nathan leaving and reconnecting.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
There's
and my
master
game
session
crashed.
indeed.
What the fuck?
Well, it can continue on my screen because we have Phil taking the lead. Multiple people leaving the
We
session.
start from the Alfa Romeo there on the side. Jesse taking the place from Newman. Flat Red looked like he was gonna take a shot at 610, but didn't in the end.
Yep, Fred Red
Romek
again.
overtaking Dom overtaking Romek again. Nathan dropping down. I
Yeah,
think
Nathan-
Nathan is AI.
Yeah, Nathan's probably still in AI. Yep, looked like. But Phil and 610 battling it out. 610 a bit later on the brakes. And sector 1 yellow for Noah. And for Jesse. You can all continue, but it's still a tight battle between Phil and 610. In these conditions, taking a risk might not pan out the way you want. Already 1.5 seconds in front of
610 took the
Fladred.
lead.
Outbraking Phil, and in this part of the track, Phil might
Almost missed that.
Phil might hope for a better exit and get 610 back again before the end of lap 1.
Oh, Nathan overtook Dom. Is he back?
I'm not sure. I believe he is. If he did overtake someone.
Yeah.
And behind Phil it is Flatred defending off Maxet, Rafa, Big Chef. That's another big gap to Gloomy.
People just forgetting that if you want to spectate, you have to press F2.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesse is in last. What happened to him?
He spun around together with Noah in the first sector. And that's Chris retired
Yes,
from the
Chris
race.
retired.
Not causing any... Oh, that's Kyoko spinning out. No damage. He can continue, but he will continue at the lower part of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
P17.
You can continue, but in P17.
And Phil. And
Phil is so
still
close to 610
caught in
now.
a tight battle.
Is he gonna stick it in the inside? Vicky is gonna do it.
Oh, he's too far
Oh,
away.
he decided against it.
You don't want to be too close to the inside heading into that corner. This will be on the outside. There's no grip on there. Not the best spot to try and go for an overtake unless you get loads of overspeed. And with these two drivers fighting in the front of them, Flat Red did close the gap a bit and increased it to Maxette.
They failed basically in the gearbox of 610. But the slipstream that looks so overpowered at the start becomes basically useless as soon as you go to the side of the car. Without DRS, of course, a little bit more difficult to overtake. So the guys that thought it was a good idea to remove DRS, what?
Oh, Phil
Phil
almost losing the car. Struggling to gain any traction on throttle and losing his spot to Flat Red. And immediately Maxette is behind him.
Now.
That's Vince retiring. Thank you for that. But Phil can continue and pick up a space again. Still a decent gap to Maxette. Because there is still no DRS. But he lost a lot of time to 610. And it's Mr. Fister
Yellow in
losing
every
it.
sector. What is that?
It's Mr. Fister losing a front wing in sector 2, and it's an Alpine.
This was an Alpine going slow.
Oh, that's the car of Vince.
Oh yeah.
And it's Dom and Jesse fighting for P13. Bad race for Jesse, down into P14 behind two Hazes.
Yeah.
And with the
Of course,
team...
said that he had to get used to this car as well. Struggling to keep the car on track, get a good lap in without spinning or cutting the corners. That's the first 3 seconds of the race.
Yep,
As
that's
Flat Red takes fastest lap.
And that's a safety car.
No, I don't think so, right?
Yeah, that's a safety car.
It is. Oh yeah. But it
For
doesn't
who?
say for us. What is that?
Oh, it's yellow. It's a full course yellow, and the safety car icon pops up on
On the lights, yeah.
on the.
But it should say on the middle of the screen as well. But it doesn't.
No, the icon pops up on the track map. That's what I wanted to say. But I don't know why. Is it for Mr. Fist? Mr. Fister? No, he's just on
So it doesn't look like they are slowing down or anything. Maybe they are.
Oh yeah, they are. But for who and what is the safety car?
Plus, might be for Romek, as he is far back now.
And he got no damage.
Yeah, he has
so
damage, but he already had that.
What he does?
Oh no, he
my
does
screen.
not.
No.
The last time I checked on him, he did not have a front left.
No, he
blade.
did pit. He got one stop behind his name.
Yeah.
Oh, Phil spinning out on the safety car.
Classic.
Oh, that's Flat Red giving it back to him. Probably got the illegal overtake by the game.
Yep. Had the same thing in T2 race. Not sure what happened, but in the sprint race, I believe 2 guys in front of me spun under the bridge. Safety cars are difficult, I guess.
I believe I saw a message in the Discord that you don't get a delta as soon as the safety car is out, or you just need to slam the brake as soon as the message pops up. Is that correct?
You do get the delta, but the delta is immediately like 3 seconds or something.
Okay.
Seconds sometimes. So you do indeed have to slam the brakes and basically stand still to get in that within the time limit.
Yeah.
Slowly slowing down won't do the trick. I see medium tires on Kyoko.
No way.
I don't know
It's still raining.
if it's good.
It is still raining, Kyoko. Yeah, I can see
Yeah, he has a lot of understeer.
Yeah. He might have got well, what's the engineer called right now? It's not Jeff anymore.
It's Mark.
Mark. He got marked.
He got marked. Yeah, this is a joint. I don't know why he left, but he's back. They're gonna wait a long time for him as he is incredibly far back. But on the inter tires, it's incredibly difficult to warm them up on this track. As it's very tight and it has a lot of kinks and tiny short corners, so you have to do corner after corner after corner and weaving into the corner. Not always the best idea in the rain. And you have to get it about around 60 degrees or higher. Otherwise they are shit. Can't confirm.
Yeah,
They'll just go wide in turn 1. And they get ruined. The wets are a bit better. You can get them around 40 degrees, so just driving straight most of the time is just a trick. Kyoko is now on P17. He spun or something.
I'm not sure. I was not looking at my screen. Oh, that's 610 spinning on the safety car as well.
Oh.
Does everyone get a illegal overtake? And doesn't really look like it. As he is trying to get back to his position, but
and they touched as
yeah,
well.
but Phil is not getting out of the way, so 610 is it touched indeed. What about damage? No damage.
And no drive-throughs either, so
And not even
no legal
penalties.
overtakes.
Not even just a 5-second penalty, because there were a lot in tier 2 on the safety car, I believe. It's just well, yeah, touch and you get a penalty.
Of course, their own responsibility, keeping distance from the car in front of you. But it was strange. Sometimes the group just starts braking, especially if the strange delta. Yeah. So it shouldn't be too much longer, but if it would have been in this lap, then it would have already said so. So I guess we're gonna go another lap of yellow. Oh, and what's this? Kyoko in the wall again. Absolutely struggling hard on his mediums.
He needs to
must
get on
come
the
in.
intermediates.
Yeah. He needs to box again. Just a mistake. He probably had damage and was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try something red. Yeah, just didn't work out. And Rafa in the pit lane as well. Let's see if he has some damage then. Or that he just...
No, whoa, he's on the mediums.
Oh. He made a mistake as well, because that's just not a good idea. I just cannot understand. That's just a mistake.
I don't know the grip levels and the weather forecast. But it looks like it's
but
just...
Kyoko just absolutely lost it. But Kyoko's now on the hard.
Yeah, Kyoko's going back to the hard. Probably messed up his tire.
It is also not raining, it looks like. Maybe a dry line. Oh, it is still raining, but some angles.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see it at the end. But I mean, they are at the back of the grid, so they can take a risk.
Yeah. It's also not really... Well, Rafa was not too far behind. He was hanging around P10, P11, something. So, yeah. But I guess we can't really know what is the better tire at the moment, as we cannot see their lap times. So yeah, the safety car, of course. And safety car laps don't count. So Mazepin fastest lap, sorry, but no. go in this lap. So now they need to get these tires up to temperature. Rafa overtook Jesse. Oh, Jesse dropped again. Probably had a little spin.
He got damage.
On the line and we're on the way again.
People are in the pit lane. Multiple people are in pit lane. 5 people are in the pit lane. Looks like it is gonna be drying up sooner.
Oh wow!
Later.
Kyoko and Rafa made a master decision. Everyone else is in the pit lane now, and they pit on the safety car. So they should be ahead now.
I mean, Kyoko's still far up behind everyone else, but
Yeah,
indeed,
Kyoko's
Rafa is in
behind.
P11. He jumped everyone else, and the intermediate gunners right
He's
now
gonna jump more
yeah.
people. He's gonna jump way more people. The other 10 cars ahead of him definitely have to pit as well. Still not sure if the medium tire is the best call, but since everyone else is doing it, then it probably is very good conditions out there.
Big Chef overtaking Phil. He's got a bit more temperature in his tires. Gloomy is up there as well into P4. Big Chef jumping the curbs, so there is a bit more grip out on track, although you won't do that. And Flatgats, one of the newer guys. He's in the lead. Great debut so far.
Yeah. Giving Phil a run for his money. Giving me a little bit of competition. Of course, we saw a epic battle between 610 and Phil last season in Austria. Maybe this season he can get challenged a bit more.
Big Chef in the pit lane. Turn in the pit lane.
Yeah. Now we're gonna see where Rafa's gonna end up. Multiple cars in the pit, but some are still going. Majority.
Newman just set a fast slap on the intermediate tires. Yep, Rafa jumping them as well. These Big Chef and Turned in the Red Bull and McLaren. Yeah, the Adam Merc guys must share the same dealer. Don't know what Toto is on these days, but might know some good stuff. Nathan back at the pit lane and speeding as well.
Also speeding, yeah. This pit lane empty is so tricky. It is very early.
Okay, got front.
Way earlier than you'd suspect. Yeah, immediately sitting it out. Oh, he's gonna be far back. He's gonna be very far back.
Yeah. Even when the first 8 people are gonna pit, he will not catch them any soon.
Yeah.
Yellow for Dom. No damage. Oh, and it's yellow for Jess as well. Or wait, no. Just Dom. Losing loads of time.
So fastest lap is in hands of Newman.
Yeah, we
Let's
just set that
see
one lap
if-
back.
Yeah. 147
Maxets.
on the
And Flatgrat setting in fastest time on the intermediate, so
Let's
it
see
might
what
have been
Rafa
just a
is
bit too early
doing.
for the intermediates.
Oh yeah, Rafa is doing about 6 to 7 seconds slower in lap 8 than Newman was. So yeah, it's a still big difference. The medium tires are definitely still worse. But the forecast probably is that it's gonna dry, so new inters are not really an option. So Rafa now in P6, pitting early. Got him a lot of positions, so well done to him. And Walter White gained 14 places. He's of course gonna lose some.
I mean, he did not
pit stops.
pit just yet.
Yeah.
And it is his AI driving.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, the Gomek in P4 is still not pitted. But, I mean... Right now, Rafa is gonna end up in the lead, I believe, if when everyone else is gonna pit.
Absolutely. Pit stop here would be around maybe 16 to 19 seconds. So it looks like right now he is probably gonna overtake him.
Yep, there's the top 3 into the pit lane.
Yep.
I expect the Gomek
Let's
to do the
see
same.
where Rafa's going to end up. Is he going to overtake him? He's entering the straight now. And looks like he's going to be comfortably ahead. Oh, this might get close with Flat Red.
Where's
No,
Flat? Flat is ahead.
Yeah, Flat Red is still in the lead. Yeah. So the call probably was a little bit too early from Rafa. But
Yellow sector 1.
considering where he was before and where he is now. Oh, Flat Red made a mistake in the lead, and Rafa's now on his tail.
Yeah, and cold tires. Really cold tires out of the exit. Newman was struggling as well, causing a brief yellow flag.
Yeah, that's the arrest, and that's gotta be the overtake. That's Rafa taking the lead from him.
Way more speeds. Even at the exit.
Yeah, of course, but the tires from Flat Red are gonna be good for way longer. There's
how
4
big
laps
diff
difference.
It's going to be with 4 laps. Not sure if that's going to be a lot. Probably going to come down
The difference
to
is a difference,
draw
mate.
pace. It's going to come down to goal pace between these drivers. Just driving skill. Jorli taking a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings. Here's Big Chef. 4 top speeds, overtaking Gloomy in the AlphaTauri. And on exits, the back to exits, where you will call that a success. And they fastest lap, 35.6. So yes, the medium tires are quicker at this stage. Phil closed the gap to Flat Red, only 0.3 seconds. Yellow sector 1 for... I don't know who. Doesn't matter because you see Phil and Flat Red fighting on screen. Alfa Romeo versus Aston Martin, die rest voor de Alfa Romeo. And yep, Flat Red giving up. Slotting in behind Phil. Even the fastest lap, 35.2. He's in P18, turn D overtaking Gloomy as well. And another yellow sector 1 for the McLaren. I think it's Mr. Pfister. Yes, it's Mr. Pfister. Sector 1 has caused the most yellow flags so far. In both tiers.
Car must be doomed. Leaving the session again. Phil taking fastest lap, 134.2.
Yep.
And Big Chef now taking it from him.
Phil's picking up the pace to Rafa. It's already 1.6 seconds.
But these times are way faster than before. He's almost 12 seconds faster than they were in the inters.
The Gomek heading wide in
someone
those
off?
3 places.
Huh.
Just in behind him. Kyoko on the hard tires.
So, funny thing. This Phil gained a second on Rafa.
In only 1 lap?
Yeah, I think 1 or 2 laps. Gonna compare their lap times real quick. Phil Rafa doing 1:34.9 last lap. Oh, and 1:36 before that. Phil, yeah, doing 1:35 before that. So yeah, over 2 laps, he gained about a second. So that crossover lap. Phil did a little bit better. Yeah, in sector 2. And oh, another fastest lap ping pong. And how turn D getting it.
Still 15 laps left to get a set of fastest lap, so it's gonna be ping-ponging a lot. And Phil was getting close to that 1 second, but just dropping just a few paces behind, few seconds behind. Few hundredths of a second. Purple sector 2, so it's picking up the pace again. He's within that 1 second window. And no DRS just yet. Not even of a flood red.
Kyoko's recovery is also not too bad. He's in P11, P11 now. There's probably hard tires that are warmed up a little. Maybe if he's lucky and it's gonna stay like this for a while.
Purple sector for Phil and he got DRS. He's closing in. A bit too far to overtake Rafa.
Not yet. But we have another DRS zone coming up.
Yeah, Phil is pushing it.
And
Yeah,
fastest
another
lap
fastest lap.
again. He is almost on the outside, gets blocked. There's no overtake on this straight. But he's still basically in the gearbox of Rafa.
Moxette fighting for P8 together with Newman.
Yeah. I have to say that Williams cars look very good in the game. Way better than when they were revealed in the in real life. Their stream I wasn't a big fan, but they look decent. Nathan taking snooping. A lot of time from the fastest lap, I believe. Yeah, about a second. Faster than Phil's fastest lap. Means the track is only improving.
Less fuel in the cars as well. Oh, Flatred did gain the DRS. I was about to say, Flatred just keeps on missing it, but he's up there right now.
Ooh.
We'll get it for the next DRS as well.
Yeah, both. Rafa is out of ERS. Vale has about 30%. Vale not using it yet. And indeed, Flat Red close within that 1 second window. Not giving up yet. Maxette is still behind Newman in the background.
Yeah, sector 2 for Jogli Pitch. Down in P17. And Phil is really close to Rafa and he can use the battery.
Yeah, and the wing is open as well. It's closing, close.
It's really close. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do an overtake on the inside. Goes for speed and
just leaving the
significantly
space.
alongside. He's gonna be on
like
the
it's-
outside, but
With a switchback.
more meters to cover.
Now Vale's
but
gonna be on the inside again. And Rafa is backing out. Okay. But now Flat Red is in the back of Rafa as well. He's super close now. And the Red Bull also not too far away. Multiple wings are opened. Looks like a nice train here. But, no one seems to have the power there. Maybe the DRS the line is a little bit too far ahead in the straight.
3 of them got DRS, so it's cancelled out for them, eh? Oh,
but the
that's
first one
Rafa
was
heading
not-
wide.
Yeah, giving...
Big Chef an opportunity to overtake him. Won't be happening in these first couple of turns. Yellow sector 1, don't know why. What? Big Chef might try and overtake him using DRS. 4. Just use just a bit of battery to get closer. Yes, because Rafa got DRS as well. Flutter 1.5 seconds behind Phil, so Phil is using a lot of that battery to get outside at 1 second.
Yeah, Nathan is left.
Hard day for Nathan. And for Jesse, he's in the pit lane. Yeah, Big Chef is close enough for an overtake on Rafa. And Rafa looking to defend the inside. The best place to defend.
Yeah.
And it won't oh, losing it on the exit. Rafa a bit too eager on the throttle and an easy overtake for Big Chef. They both got DRS. Yellow sector 3 for, I believe it's Teun. He is on throttle again. Oh, nope, he's not.
Yeah, he has no damage, what it looks like. So continuing is now as Newman, 145 behind him now. And behind that is of Noah with a big gap of 7 seconds. A lot of fast drivers, but even with the fast drivers there is a skill gap. Or at least a gap in time now. Also, unexpectedly, Jesse and Nathan.
Rafa almost standing up in the back of Big Chef. Another late braking maneuver from Rafa.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is surprisingly, Jesse and Nathan both fast drivers from last season in the back now.
And they were unlucky with other drivers.
There's some work to do still. Oh! Turnley almost losing it on the curbstone in the chicane. Medium should be around 20 to 22% tire wear. And Newman overtook Teun.
Oh, Newman got some damage, by the way. He's doing the Leclerc. No front end plate. Not overtaking people.
Oh, what's this? Yes, he tried and overtake, but wasn't quite able to stick it.
Not losing loads of time, it looks like. Who's he overtaking? It's Walter White, and he's an AI.
Yeah. So that won't do much for his ego then.
Yeah, he can just go through him. And he can't go through Newman, but he can go around the outside using DRS. Maybe even using some of the battery and Newman taking the tight line. Oh, no, Newman, bit snap of understeer to oversteer, and yeah, almost losing the car into the wall, and it's turned D into P7. Might be caused by that end plate that is gone for the Ferrari. As Rafa can't really keep up anymore with Big Chef in the Red Bull. Oh yeah, it is Gap. It's much nicer to race and commentate even without a safety car every few laps. Sector 1 yellow. Let's go on again. And turn D back again. Out of Newman. Let's go briefly side by side. Yellow sector 2 for Mr. Pfister. Not a good debut for him. Dropping down to P17. Needs to watch out for the game. Disqualifies him for driving into the wrong direction.
Oh, who's that? The McLaren? I don't know who it was. I think Mr. Pfister.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The Graf had. He managed to close the gap to Big Chef. He did find a bit of space left in his tires. Jesse finally overtaking Walter White, his AI. And there's a McLaren standing still. I think it's Mr. Pfister again.
Rafa caught up.
And Mr. Pfister can't get the car turning enough, so he just punches it into the wall. And they're spitting in the pit lane because he got no front end downforce by his race. Well, it was a lot of laps ago. Rafa indeed catching up in the last couple of laps, but not close enough to overtake Big Chef. Yes, Big Chef is not able to get closer to Floodred.
The exit on that straight is so incredibly important. If you fuck it up a little bit, as you can see now, you have no chance of overtaking the car ahead, even if you have DRS. Rather locking up a little bit. Yellow, and that's a safety car. And why? Don't know.
There was a yellow flag somewhere, but everyone is still racing. Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
Oh wow, there is a penalty for Jesse.
Didn't slam the brake hard enough.
Wait, Mr. Pfister is gone?
Totally retired in the pit lane.
Many people are heading for the soft tires. The front runners are not. So it's gonna be an interesting final, well, 5 or 6 laps. I did go. Oh, Mr. Pfister cost a safety car. That's why. End of sector 1. Thanks for the information. The race control gap. But with the front runners not deciding to pit, well, they can, and the Rafa can. We got a big enough gap to Gloomy, 24 seconds. Oh, that's just retiring. Floodred got penalty. And they are pitting indeed. But I need to know what the penalty was for Floodred. 3 seconds. Multiple warnings, I believe, but that does ruin his race. 3 seconds. Especially so late into the race with with his safety car out. 3 seconds are hurting a lot more. Yeah, so it's everyone on the soft spot instead of, except Romac and Walter White. And Kareem Dean gaining 10 places and Maxette losing 10 places compared to the start. And it's Flat Red, Big Chef, Rafa out in front. All overtaken Phil and even more. Another good race for 610 as well. Down into 6th place. Feeding for Romac. And looks like Jesse is joining us for explaining what happened to him. There he is. Welcome, Jesse, back again.
Yep.
What happened?
Well, in the sprint, literally turn 1, I got T-boned by 610. So race over for that. And then in the 50% race, in turn 4, we were like 3 wide and I had no space and got crushed out again. So basically I didn't even make a lap normally on both races. There was just no space given at all. It was insane. But for the rest, I just there was no point in continuing because I forgot I had the delta and got a drive-through.
You forgot you had the delta.
Yeah, I saw the safety car. I wanted to go to the pits as quick as possible, and then at the last second I saw it was red, and then I just thought by myself, there's no point because I'm gonna go too soft, and then I'm gonna have to surf the drive-through. So
Yeah.
there was no point.
Yeah, it's quite
On the
sad.
vote
So amazing. I
Yeah.
practiced like since the game released till now. I practice only this track, and then both races just basically retired first lap.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
know
tell us a
how-
little
how
bit
it
about
feels.
the track?
I prefer not to talk about the track because it killed me 2 times. Well, I actually like the track, but apparently the people driving me don't like me.
I guess not now. Well, you're
I
not
al-
the first one to retire.
I don't know if that's a... Also, Chris joined the game, and his AI was not ghosted. And they say I just completely fucked me over and I had damage in lap 1.
Yeah, he didn't. I think he quit, but instead of retiring.
Yeah.
So he wasn't in anymore, but his car was.
Yeah, and AI isn't ghosted this game.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. On our screen, it looks like AI is ghosted.
Yeah, true. I saw it on the tier
Look
2
at
race as well,
Walter
but-
White. But
Yeah, he does look ghosted, but Chris wasn't ghosted.
It's rather
It is what it
strange.
is.
it is what it is.
But it's annoying.
Yeah,
Pick
it
up
might-
all your courage again and keep practicing for next week.
It just looks like me and Nathan both had a shit race.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nathan is,
Nathan is
P16. Yeah.
1.25 behind. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the
I
pit
think
lane
he's
again.
spinning he's spinning for the 7th time, I think. Why
For the
just retire?
5th time, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Four
Why
stops to his
doesn't he
name.
just retire?
I don't know, because he's not a quitter, I guess. But he
Well-
is lapped. And in this
Yeah,
game, lapped cars are not
he's
allowed to
about to be lapped
overtake, I
twice.
believe. Yeah.
He's about to be lapped by... Oh yeah, he just got lapped by Walter White.
Yeah. So this is probably gonna be the last lap of the safety car. So we're gonna have 3 laps sprint to the end. And if the safety car is not coming in this lap, then cringe. And then we're gonna have 2 laps. Of course, Flat Red has a penalty, so he needs to clear these 3 seconds.
And his damage again. I think he's very agitated.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah, there he goes.
He's had it now.
He's not a quitter, right?
Yeah. I believe he started driving without traction control in this game.
Yeah, I started with no braking assist.
Not anymore.
No, I still have it on. I only have ABS on.
Wait, why would you have braking assist on then?
No, I had it on last game.
Yeah, why?
Because that's the way I drove.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it is indeed in this lap. So we're gonna get racing again.
Oh, that's one of the Haas drivers turning around.
Yeah, that's Tom.
Indeed, going to be
also
a
know it's-
4-lap sprint race.
Yeah, there you go. Very good reaction from Big Chef. He is right on the gearbox of Flat Red. He's gonna be on the inside. He is gonna try it on the inside. And
Rafa's there as well.
Flat Red is holding on. Rafa is indeed looking onto the inside, but he's not gonna do it.
I mean, at this stage of the race,
Oh,
how
that's a
many
little
risks
bit-
do you want to take?
Contact. Rafa tapping the back of Big Chef. And Vale is also not too far behind. So now we're going to have 4 cars that are very close to each other.
All of them almost are. One's in less than a second, and 610 overtaking Turn D around the outside. He will have the inside, but not significantly.
Taking it back and- oh, that's
big
contact and-
touching. They can continue. Turn D
Not
cutting the corner,
wide.
but 610 still behind in P7.
Oh yeah, Big Chef lost a lot of time to Flat Red now. But of course, the 3 seconds still to clear.
Yeah, I don't see. Oh, that's Newman. Braking a bit later, and it's a sector 3 yellow.
And that is the other. Oh, that's the Ferrari.
Gloomy going wide.
Yep, gloomy white. Oh, and braking on the
Spinning.
runoff area. He did
Yeah.
not spin. He was braking on the runoff area to not smash into the wall, and he's down to P11, which means Turn D and 610 get in place.
I'm rooting for Bill here. Totally not my teammate.
Oh, what's happening to 610? 610 is out. His front wing is flying in the air, and I don't know what happened exactly. He was fighting with some drivers, and there are balls just outside of the track limit. So too bad for 610. Bad start to his season. Yep, no front wing, so he's gone. His rear end's almost gone.
It's looking like a Mickey Mouse championship so far anyway.
Yep. Oh, but that's 610 retiring. Yeah, understandable.
Come on, Bill.
And really, he's on the podium. With
DRS is now enabled. Rob is showing he can drive fast, taking fastest lap. Vale's very close to him. Oh, Rafa making a mistake. Vale is now up his gearbox. It's gonna be DRS open, but not for Rafa. Or is
Come on,
it?
Vale.
It is
Yeah, it
gonna be
is.
for Rafa as well. But he's now on the
Oh.
inside.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bit of
Little bit of wheel banging.
Come on, Vale.
Is he gonna stick it? He's not gonna stick it.
Gonna be only one lap
Oh,
left.
and now
after
Phil
this
made a
one.
little mistake.
Yeah, both drivers making a few mistakes. Losing some time to the drivers in front of them.
Doge
Yeah.
needs to spare his ERS for the final lap.
Yeah, both drivers don't have any ERS left.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's 8th.
Big Chef fastest lap. Newman
Yeah.
fastest lap.
Very close to flat red now.
Newman's even closer. He's ahead of turn D after turn 1.
Vale
Oh,
making a
it's not a
mistake.
mistake. Yeah, that's probably it for Vale. Big Chef
And-
losing a little bit of time to flat red now.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter because it's 3 seconds of time penalties for flat red. And right now that will drop him
Oh,
down to
But he's
P4.
gaining on the inside. Is he gonna take it here?
Blood Rod is still
Looks
Looks
there.
like
like white as well.
Big Shep is on the inside. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, and Big Chef takes the lead.
But now Vale's close again as well.
And Flat Red's gonna have the RS from Big Chef. Oh yeah, he's gaining. Gaining.
He sprint after this heavy braking zone. All about attraction for Phil and Rava. They are fighting for track position.
Oh, this is so close. This is so
Yellow
close
sector 3.
to the line, but it looks like Big Chef is gonna take it, and he did.
Big Chef takes it ahead over Rava and Phil. Phil leaves the podium and Flat Red taking P4 ahead of turn D. Closing out the top 5. And it's Noah somehow mystery how he ended up in P6, but he is it. Kyoka also getting a lot of places into P7. Newman, Jordy Pitch, and it's Dom closing out the top 10. 6 for Noah in the Red Bull. And who is going to be the driver of the day? Of course, it's turn D. I believe he got like 12 places gained at the end. So yeah, well deserved for turn D. But biggest GGs go out to Big Chef on his debut in OGRKOE, winning the first race in season 3. That is going to look promising. Even more competition for Phil in the Alfa Romeo.
My bad luck from last season just continues. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. At least I have 1 point.
Yeah, for the sprint race.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 point is more than some drivers managed to gain in a whole season.
Absolutely true.
So yeah, it's
I hope someone saved full race replay because I retired. I couldn't save it. They still did not fix that.
They didn't fix what?
That you can't save full race replay when you retire.
Oh yeah.
But I want to see the results screen. And do we have any information on drivers lining up for the driver interviews? And it's not showing me the results, by the way. It just poofed me out.
Oh, it did show the results.
But it was.
Yeah.
Huh?
But it's just everyone clicked on continue.
Yeah, it showed me results as well.
Okay, I need to skip out of the podium presentation because otherwise it's not showing the results. Nice. I mean, the last game it was not that case. It was just everyone's going to wait for everyone that is watching the podium presentation. Well, thank you, EA, I guess.
I think stewards are gonna have a nice day today and tomorrow
Oh yeah, it's
with the
gonna be a
stuff I
long
saw
night.
in both races.
Yep. Did any of you get the results? A screenshot of it, by the way.
I don't.
And the Rippery knows.
But it doesn't matter because you can just scroll a little bit back and see the interval.
Nah, but we do want to see the penalty times as well, and everything else. But do we have any drivers for interviews? Co-host Peter.
No.
No.
Let me DM a little bit.
From tier 1 and tier 2 or only tier 1?
I'm not sure if there is anyone still left for tier 2. We can get Nathan in here, maybe. Asking.
Yeah, maybe we can get Kyoko in here as well. Let me ask him real quick.
Looks like Newman wants an interview. And Gab is in driver's meeting. Should I move him over?
Right, so we're gonna have multiple people joining us.
Yeah.
And go just give him the role or move him over here in using the Discord.
Should I move over Gab or?
Welcome, Kyoko.
Welcome.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your drive.
I think it was pretty bad considering that I had this weird bug. It was like a fog or lightning, and basically I had like 50 FPS. Usually I have like, I don't know, 160, 170, so game is smooth. But my game was lagging as hell. I had like 40, 50 FPS, and like 4 or 6 people had this network connection issue. So basically they were lagging for me on the screen. Sometimes like moving forward, sometimes moving backward, and I was scared I'm gonna hit them. Like they were basically teleporting on the screen. Apart from that, well, my engineer told me that the weather's going to be dry in 5 minutes, and I thought it's the first lap of safety car, and Jesse's pitting, and I'm like, oh, Jesse's pitting for, mediums or hards, I'll pit as well. So I put on mediums, and I'm looking at Jesse, and he has inters, and I'm like, what? I came out, and it was like, it's worse than last year. It's like you're driving on ice. The wheel is so loose.
Yeah, Kyoko, I had damage. I had to pit for a new wing.
All right, okay, yeah. I thought you're pitting because you want to pit for mediums because you check the weather like me. But weather was like, a lot more than I expected, so I lost a lot of time. Plus, I hit the wall once because my sound was cutting off, meaning I didn't hear the refs. So I didn't know when to shift. So my rears would spin and I hit the wall. So I had to go back to the pits again to change my wing. But it was dry enough to put on hards. But yeah, people kept like fighting, and I was taking it a bit easier. And then they spun or they hit each other, and basically I could pass them. So I think I finished 7th. Probably could be 6th or 5th if I wouldn't have the 40, 50 FPS in the game, because it was really hard to drive. But apart from that, I think it was good. I tried to avoid any incidents and contact early on, so I'm quite happy.
Yeah, we were quite intrigued by your interesting tire strategy. We talked about it quite a lot.
Yeah, I
But
mean, it would pay off if I wouldn't spin and hit the wall. That way, I probably wouldn't have to pit for hards and just stay on mediums while everyone would pit. So it could have paid off if one lap earlier it would be dry. But rain stopped, and it was still it was like driving on ice. So it takes a couple laps until it dries out. A lot more than previous game, I think.
Yeah, well, decent result.
Yeah,
thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you very much.
Head over to the race winner in a bit.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was Kyoko. Indeed, he ended up in P7. Gained about 6 places. And indeed, if he did not have to pit again for the hard tires, he would have been battling for the podium as his teammate Rafa was in P2.
Yep. So next up is Joyce. Welcome.
Hello.
Congratulations. Very nice drive.
Thank you.
Can you tell a little bit about how you achieved your victory?
I think it was more the pace on the mediums that really got me to win. On the inters, I wasn't too quick. But yeah, it was a very, very chaotic race.
It was definitely a chaotic race. We noticed you had a battle almost until the end with, I believe, Rafa and Vale earlier.
Yes, I was battling them throughout the entire race, and yeah, it got close, but it was very fair racing. Very fair racing.
So definitely it wasn't free.
No, definitely wasn't. No.
What strategy did you use and why?
I went on the mediums after the inter period, mostly because they got to last the entire race, and that was basically it. There wasn't really much else to do until the safety car came out, of course. So it was basically you have to pit stop, and it was like a mini sprint race to the end.
Yeah. Well, Michael, do you have anything else to ask?
Well, you are new to the league, of course, and you were brought in by Nathan. He already told us Big Chef Josh is gonna be a quick guy. You have been battling with Phil a bit in Miami this race. What do you think about Phil, his chances in this championship, and yours, of course, after just one race?
It's Vale he was the previous champion, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's very, very quick guy. There is a lot of quick people in this league. It's going to be a very tight season, I can already tell. But I'm sure we'll have lots of battles to come.
Yeah, at one point it was about the 6 drivers, and in at least 1 or 2 seconds from each other. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. The league has quite improved.
Yeah, very competitive.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the next race.
Yeah. Let me see when next race is going to be. It's next week, and it's going to be in Japan. Already practiced on Japan?
I haven't done much practice, but I'll make sure to.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Well, congratulations and thank you very much.
Thank you.
And maybe we'll see a lot of more victories from you.
Hopefully.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And now next up should be Rafa.
Yeah, Rafa, the mastermind for fitting to the medium tires.
Yep. There he is, also sharing his screen, I see.
Hello?
Hello, Rafa.
Hello.
Hello, Rafa. Congrats on P2 after a magnificent call to the medium tires. What through your head? What was it, your strategy call, or was it Mark, the new engineer?
Hi, Michael, Jess, and Peter. Yeah, I think I got that podium on the call for the mediums. Maybe 2 laps early, but came out well, and I won the first place, I think. But I just in some corners I had some difficulty on the throttle. I think my setup it wasn't the right one for a race, because I could see so many people winning me time on the exit of the last corner, for example. But yeah, I'm happy with the result, P2. I would like once again apologize to Newman, because on the sprint race we had a little bit contact through we were doing 2 different lines from that corner. But yeah, I just want to apologize to him and give a big shout out to OGKROE League and his participants for one hell of round, and next week we will be back to Japan.
Yeah, we want to thank you as well. I think you gave us a magnificent show. We were very questionable about your call for the mediums, but in the end, it worked out great.
Yeah, but I can tell you that warming up the tires on the rain is an easy thing to do.
Yeah, we talked
and
about it on the stream as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think in this game is more, you can see more that factor.
Yeah. Well, in the end, it all went your way. And I think you can be more than happy with the results you got.
Thank you. Kind regards to all of you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you as well.
And hope to see you next week.
Yes, I will be here.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's see if we have anyone else that wants to join as well for quick chat.
Let's do Nathan.
Yeah, I wanted to hear Nathan being well, sad, mad, toxic. I don't know.
He had a lovely race, of course. He's should be able to join on his own. If he's even there. I don't see him in any of the channels, so I can't move him.
No, we made. We can get DNF for tier 2 as well.
Yep. Okay, let's get DNF in here. Hello, DNF.
Hello.
Welcome.
DNF, congrats on your first win in season 3. Probably one of many.
Thank you. That was amazing.
Any thoughts about the race? What happened? What were your strategy calls, and what about your teammate, Peter?
I have to say the strategy was amazing. I listened to Peter during the race because I was contemplating to pit when Danilo did as well. But Peter showed me that I could finish the race without pitting, and that's what I did. And then I got in front of Danilo. But yeah, afterwards, so many safety cars, so many incidents, and Gab just kept pushing the back of me. Peter held him off very well, but then the next safety car again. So in the end, it was very, very tight, and it was an amazing race for me.
Of course,
it definitely didn't go your way, but in the end, you did get the result you were looking for.
Yeah, I was a bit frustrated during the race because I got the 3 seconds penalty, and when the last safety car came, I didn't think I could clear the 3 seconds. But I think thanks to Danilo fighting with Gab, there was a gap creating. And that's why I think I won.
Yep, exactly. That's one of the things. You did lose some races on during season 2, gaining a last minute track limit warning or a penalty 3 seconds. So nothing has changed.
No.
But yeah, something to work on. But congrats on P1 in tier 2. Next week we are heading to Japan. We have not raced on there so far during the 2 seasons. What are your thoughts on the track, Suzuka?
I love Suzuka. I actually like every corner. It's an interesting track. And I'm curious to see if overtaking will be easier in this game, because last game it wasn't that easy to overtake. But I'm also gonna look out for Danino because he is fast. Like, I think he is a big contender for the championship. So I am gonna have to look out for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you already mentioned Danino. Smooth Criminal was up there as well, so there might be even more competition for you heading into the next
Yeah.
7
Yeah.
races.
I also
Um,
saw his teammate, this guy Peter Penalty, was P2 at some point.
Then
What
he
do
had
you
a
think
small
about
off
him?
tap.
Is he a contender?
I think Peter Penalty is a contender. He raced very well. He was able to keep Gab off me for quite a few laps. There was some frustration here and there, and there was some bumper cars going on. Yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting season.
Is it too early to ask about team orders or?
Oh no, I did that during this race. I kept saying, Peter, let's swap the cars when I was behind him. Eventually, we were planning to swap the cars, but then the safety car came out. And Peter had like a horrible safety car restart because you get slowed by the game. And then Danino had like a 4-second gap suddenly, and I overtook Peter as well. But yeah, there were team orders, mainly from my side.
Yeah. Well,
All right. Good to know
thank you
for
very much for
future
the
races.
interview.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you,
We're
Dina.
gonna have one
No
more.
problem.
That will be the last one. Is our number 3, Vale.
Bill.
Let's get his ass in here. Let's get DNS ass out of here.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome, Phil.
I'm very good. Congratulations, Vale. Decent result. Maybe not the result you were looking for, but in the end, still good.
Yeah,
Tell
it's
us.
still good, but I'm surprised actually because since Jesse retired the car, I end up Peter. But it was really actually funny and ironic, yeah. But it's good actually. I am actually surprised by my performance in this league right now, as of right now, because I was thinking that six and then the other guys will be a lot quicker than me. But so yeah, I'm happy that I can catch up with them.
You still on controller?
Yeah. Yeah.
Controller
Can you
still
tell us a
OP.
bit about your race?
About race, actually, the
Yeah.
race. The race was
Yeah.
actually good for me, but yeah, I was going well. I saw the P1 and going P1, but at the end I saw that I end up P3. Yeah. I really wanted that P1 because also I won the sprint race, but sprint race was really actually lucky for me because in the first corner there was a bunch of cars like contacted each other, so I end up P2 and then finished P1 because of the tire choice I made. Because but actually it's impressive that they can they can go with softs with 10 laps actually. I didn't expect that from Sixten or the other guys or Nathan because they finished the race with softs actually in this sprint race, and they didn't lose actually not so much performance or times actually.
Yeah,
So it's,
me and
yes.
Bill both wanted to start on softs, but it wasn't even an option.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know it was a glitch or not, but
Yeah, we
That's
couldn't
strange.
change from medium to soft, but
yeah.
Nathan and some other guys did.
Rather odd.
Well, at least
Yeah.
P3 is a podium. And, well, with back-to-back championships, of course, and new drivers joining that you said were pretty quick. Where do
Yeah,
you see your total chances this season?
We will see, but it is actually really fun to drive. It's actually really good drivers and fast drivers. All of them are very fast, actually. Like top 8 or top 6, yeah, are very fast. Very fast actually in this race. Yeah, Rafa, Big Chef, of course, and Vlad. Vlad also was there. Yeah, Vlad, and the other guys. Yeah. And next
And-
race is Suzuka. I like hard tracks, so I so I will have fun in Suzuka, but I don't know what will happen and where will I finish. So we will see.
I like Suzuka, but I hope the track likes me back this time.
I
Yeah.
should even hope the game would like you.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Well, Phil, thank you very much for the interview. I think we'll
Welcome,
wrap it
Michael.
up, and I think we'll wrap up the stream as well.
Of course.
So yeah, any final thoughts you want to tell to the watchers, Phil?
No. Keep watching OGRKOE. Yeah, keep watching OGRKOE.
Yeah.
Come back next week.
Yeah. All right, keep watching OGRKOE. We'll end it on there. Thank you everyone who has been watching us. About 4 hours of racing. Took a while in tier 2. About 5-6 safety cars. And of course, the last main event, tier 1, was well interesting to watch. Jesse, Peter, thank you as well.
Yep.
Anything else you want to add to that?
Just that I want more good luck and no bad luck.
Yep. And if you want to
That's
race
all.
with us, Discord link is in the description. Feel to click it. Maybe next season you'll be with us.
All right. That's gonna be it. Thank you. See ya and bye bye.